From the hood to college, both worlds they had to meet. 6 degrees between us, so cold, we're about to freeze. But we're Florida boys, hot takes, we bring the heat. We're moving the culture, the engineers to the streets. Yo, 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 yo. Y'all know what time it is. The doctor's in the house. Let's get right. Let's get right. Let's get right. Let's get right. Let me fix my let me get this this way. Let me get the thing on the picture. Let me get the picture on the screen. Give me a second. Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, set up my stuff. Yeah, sir. We are here, baby. For another day. Another day. Another day, another dollar. Another chance to make a bad big booty chick holler. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man. But also another day to enjoy some boxing talk, you know? And discuss some things that we enjoy, and that's boxing. If you don't enjoy boxing, you won't enjoy this stream, I'll tell you that. And if you're just pretending like you enjoy boxing and you making allegations and speculations, I'm gonna correct you. You will not enjoy this stream. But let's get it, man. Before we start, you know we always gotta start off with a prayer. This is no different, so let's get right to it. You know, let me fix my camera first, actually. Camera's a little high up there. Give me a second. Nope. There you go. All right, we good now. We good now. So let's bow our heads. Lord Heavenly Father, please continue to be our shepherd, to guide us in the right direction, to not only in the right direction, but also in the actions that we put forth ahead of us. Please let us do the right thing, the holy thing, the righteous thing, Lord, and do everything in your name's sake. And even when we do make mistakes, which mistakes are inevitable, that you see our hearts, and as long as we have good intentions, Lord, you not only have patience with us, patience enough to correct us, but patience enough to also forgive us for our missteps and our wrong and wicked ways, you know. And Lord, please allow us to keep the open mind and always remember that correction is for the benefit of one another, not for any selfish means or ways to just boost our own ego, but to better each other and ourselves. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen, amen, amen. Let's get it. All right, man. So, yes, please don't forget to like the video. We are starting now, man. So I want to talk about some things, as you can see right there, man. I know some people may be disappointed. I don't mind talking about the Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia stuff, but I see a lot of nonsense, man. Some people just drag it out. It's kind of like the Devin Haney and Tank sparring that came out infamously, right? Some people just drag that out entirely too long, man. There was a sparring that was released 3 months ago from a sparring that happened 8 years ago. Like, people talked about it for like 3 months. Like, that it's just ridiculous. I'm a Tank fan, but it's not that serious, bro. So the whole Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney stuff is, to me, it's concluded until proven otherwise. You know, he's suspended. It is what it is. We know the details about the suspension. Now, what is interesting is what Devin Haney's going to do next. That's interesting to me because that has to do with boxing. Everything else is just fandom and fangirling and fanboying over somebody that is a stranger. And a lot of it is coming from grown adult men. And it makes me uncomfortable. You know, I'm talking about me personally. So I just don't even want to deal with it, man. But if somebody wants to talk about it, I don't mind talking about it. But there's other things in boxing that is pertinent and imperative that we talk about too as a boxing channel, you know. So and that primarily is boxers actually boxing, you know, and not worried about people's lifestyle, you know. So let's get right. So this isn't an Hollywood story or Bad Girls Club, you know. That's what these people that they like reality. I promise you they watch reality shows like Bad Girls Club or something. Everybody keeps on Ryan Garcia. It's crazy to me. Hey, do each his own, do your thing. But yeah, so I want to discuss the best division in boxing, man. I was thinking about this for a little bit, you know, and I've seen it being talked about, you know, for a long time. It was the consensus for not, I'm gonna say a long time, but you know, in boxing, man, it's like there's always like a shift, you know, or we'll call it a paradigm shift or whatever you want to call it, a shifting of dominance, you know, and competitiveness. You know, sometimes the heavyweight division is stacked. You know, it's getting back to where it was, but for a while it was a barren landscape. You know, it wasn't too many great heavyweight boxers. You know, the ones that were great, they stood far above and beyond the rest. You know, and then we seen it shift to the, you know, welterweight division was heavy for a little bit, and then remember super middleweight got heavy, you know, with the Super Six contest, you know, tournament that involved Andre Ward, Jermaine Taylor, Arthur Abraham, Carl Frost, to name a few. And then, you know, most recently we've seen the 135, which is lightweight, and super lightweight 140. That looked pretty heavy, you know. But now I feel like it's kind of shifting again. Not really shifting, because I think the lightweight is still heavy and deep, has a lot of depth. But I think that the other weight classes, particularly the lower weight classes, particularly featherweight, is getting a little more parity over there, man. Right now, currently, we have 4 different champions, all to be are good champions. We have Rafael Espinosa, Nick Ball, Luis Lopez, and Ray Vargas, you know, all good champions. And then we have Shushu Carrington, who's a nice up-and-coming contender, you know, to name a few at featherweight. And then Ray Ford, I think he's moving up, but I don't think he made it official yet. But we include Ray Ford as another fighter, but I'm pretty sure he's moving up because he claimed after Nick Ball, before even Nick Ball, he said he couldn't. He was struggling to make a weight, and then Odebek, who he beat in wonderful fashion, that 12th round stoppage at like 8 seconds left. You know, he's still there. So featherweight is heavy, but lightweight to me still looks good. You know, with Tank and Lomachenko and Denis Berichek, who just won, and then Tank and then Shakur Stevenson. Those champions are great too. You know, I'm interested to see who unifies first. I will bet money on Tank. But, you know, it's funny because, and also I still like super middleweight as well. Because super middleweight, the only thing about super middleweight is kind of like, it's stagnant right now, right? Because Canelo he's undisputed. So it's stagnant as far as the champions go, because Canelo doesn't want to defend his mandatory against David Benavidez. However, you know, he did fight Jaime Munguia, who's a top contender. You know, you still have Caleb Plant, even though he lost to Canelo and Benavidez. Canelo actually stopping him in the 11th, and Dave Benavidez beating him by decision. Caleb Plant's still there. Dave Benavidez, he just moved to 175, but he hasn't fully committed to 175, so he's still technically there. David Morrell, he's moving up against Hot Rod at 175 August 3rd, but he's still technically 165 too. 168, excuse me. You still have Diego Pacheco, up-and-comer. I consider more than a prospect now. He's pretty much there. He's there. Christian and Billy, who we're going to see fighting again against Sergey Derevyanchenko, I believe in August. We just seen him beat Marco Huck quickly. Was it Marco Huck? I believe so. But he beat him quickly. It was the first round. So I'm not going to remember who it was. It was 40 seconds of a round. You know what I'm talking about? 40 seconds of the first round. So I'm pretty sure. Did I say Edgar Berlanga as well? So there's some people in the super middleweight division still. But I like to read articles and travel the boxing landscape, and, you know, just check out some stuff. And me personally, there's not too many boxing channels that I watch. You know, I like to watch Pro Box because it's more like professional, and even everybody has their innate biases. You know, you can say Paulie Malignaggi is biased against Canelo or biased against this person, but they're pretty much fair. You know, especially Chris Algieri, and even Paulie Malignaggi, I would say he's very fair too. Everybody has their feelings. You know, Tim Bradley is kind of biased against Gervonta Davis, but I don't see it as hate per se, but I can see why some people call it hate, because they really are adamant about their disdain for those fighters. But I don't see it really as hate. I just think they're saying their honest opinion. They feel passionate about it, so I don't think it comes from a place of malice. But I do think sometimes they're wrong and they go a little overboard. But I like to get even the Boxing Voice is good too. They talk about different topics. I really steer away from the channels that are just clearly, unequivocally, and blatantly and shamelessly all for one fighter. Like, I'm not really gonna pay attention. As much as Tank is my favorite fighter, I think he's the best. I'm not gonna watch a channel that is Tank versus everybody. I'm sorry. I watch boxing. I'm not watching a sport called Tank versus everybody. Nor am I watching a sport called Devin Haney versus everybody. Nor am I watching a sport called Ryan Garcia fan page over everybody. I'm not subscribing to that. You know what I'm saying? That's just not me. I like boxing. You know what I'm saying? I want to be a boxing channel, not your favorite boxers groupie page. Doc, you work hard. Hey, you know my thing, Dub in the building. My guy, you know we always work hard or we do nothing. You know what I'm talking about? And we never gonna do nothing, you know. Yeah, I always work hard, man. That's one of the traits, man. Like I said, I know I got my PhD and stuff, but I'm smart. Don't get it twisted. But even more than I'm smart, I'm a hard worker, man. So I appreciate you recognizing that, man. Yeah, I always work. That's how I feel like I got the few things that I have is from me working hard more so than any talent, if you will. You know, I'm talented in some ways too, but always work hard, man. Always work hard. So I appreciate you, brother. That means a lot. That means a lot, man. I appreciate that. That's a big compliment for me. But yeah, so I saw somebody say when I was in the boxing landscape, in the comments, nobody of any consequence, no disrespect to them. But when you say stupid stuff, your opinions don't really matter. You're just loud about it. But somebody said that, oh yeah, man, I wouldn't mind them saying this because I agree. They said the super bantamweight division is good. It's just that Inoue makes it look easy, and I agree with that. I agree with that to a certain extent. I agree that Inoue makes it look easy. Inoue's a beast. That's why I have him number 2 pound for pound behind Alexander Usyk. And if you don't include heavyweights, then remove Usyk, I have Naoya Inoue number 1 and Terence Crawford number 2. But I include heavyweights. Not only that, to me, Alexander Usyk is a cruiserweight, right? He moved up, so that's even more reason to have a pound for pound list inclusive of Usyk, in my opinion. So I have Usyk number 1, Inoue number 2, Terence Crawford number 3, Canelo number 4. I have Tank number 5 now. I put him ahead of Bivol number 6 and Beterbiev number 7. But with that being said, I wouldn't mind somebody saying that the bantamweight, super bantamweight division is tough. That's okay if that's how you feel. But then the person followed up and said that the lightweight division is bad. So when I heard that, immediately this is what came in my mind. This is what played in my mind as soon as I heard that. So my question is this, right? The person he's a hypocrite. He or she. Most of the time when somebody says something dumb on it, it's mostly a boy. 9 times out of 10 a boy. There's more boy bitches than girl bitches. The word bitch is indiscriminate. It's not gender specific. The word bitch is only gender specific for actual canines and dogs. When it comes to humans, it could go for boys and girls. You know what I'm talking about? And 9 times out of 10, if you think about the bitches that you know in your life, anybody who owes you money, anybody that that snitched on you, anybody that tried to do some crooked stuff on you, it's probably a boy. So yeah, girls. We typically think of girls when you think of the word bitch, but I promise you, there's more boy bitches than girl bitches in God's green earth. I promise you that. So anyway, like I said, I think this boy he's just idiotic bitch. He said that Naoya Inoue makes. It's not that the super bantamweight division is not bad. It's really one of the best. It's just that Naoya Inoue looks impressive doing it. And then he proceeded to say that the lightweight division is not tough. It only has 1 or 2 good people. So I'm like, so my thing is this, right? So if you're gonna say Naoya Inoue is in a tough division, he just makes it look good because he looks impressive, which he does. I agree. That's why I have him number 2. Why would you proceed to say that Tank, who also looks just as impressive against his opponents, why is his division bad? Do you not see the hypocrisy there? Like, how can you think that, type it out, and then push enter? You see what I'm saying? Like, so why is Gervonta Tank Davis being penalized for looking sensational in his fights, but Naoya Inoue, when Tank looks sensational in his fights is because his opponents are good and the lightweight division is bad. But when Naoya Inoue looks equally as impressive, or sometimes even more impressive if you want to look, depends on how you want to look at it, especially if you have a ulterior motive or a hidden agenda. When Naoya Inoue looks impressive, then it's not that his opponents are bad. It's just that he's just phenomenal. Where's the consistency, man? They're both phenomenal. They're both great. They both fight great opposition. If you want to know the truth about it, Kimbo, get out, man. You were just in here. You walk no, out. If you want to know the truth about it, Tank, whether you like it or not, I keep saying this. I know I sound like a broken record. I'm sorry for those of you that be in the stream all the time. Y'all hear me say this, but Tank, name another fighter who lost. Name another fighter who has 2 people on their resume that they beat, and then those people that they beat went on and became a champion in a higher division. I'll wait. You can't do it because they're not out there. You know what I'm saying? Tank beat Isaac Pitbull Cruz. Isaac Pitbull Cruz is right now a current champion about to defend at 140 against Jose Valenzuela on August 3rd. Mario Barrios is a champion at 147. That's 2 weight divisions higher. And his opponent is to be announced. Right? Tank beat both of them. But his opponents aren't impressive. Leo Santa Cruz is a Hall of Famer. He's not impressive. Hector Garcia was a champion. He's not impressive. And those of you that want to ignore and speculate and theorize and spark up controversy and conspiracy theories saying that Ryan Garcia didn't cheat. Well, if he beat Devin Haney, who you're saying is good and is an impressive win, guess what? Tank beat him too. Tank beat Ryan Garcia too. Including Jose Pedraza. Everybody I named besides Ryan Garcia, the cheater, besides him, everybody has been a champion. But so why is his not impressive? And when he beats them, it's because he's fighting nobody. But Not including Frank Martin, who's undefeated too, who I think will also go on and be a champion at 135 or 140. But why is Naoya Inoue impressive? And his opponents are great. Before Marlon, I promise you, 9 out of 10 people before Naoya Inoue beat Marlon Tapales, they didn't know who Marlon Tapales was. They didn't know who Louis Neary was. Let's be honest, man. Naoya Inoue is great. He's phenomenal, but you can't say that Naoya Inoue, his division is tough. He just makes it. He's just impressive when he wins. He makes it look easy. But Gervonta Davis ain't fighting nobody because he makes it look just as easy. Come on, man. Where's the consistency? Just be consistent, man. What up, Quinn? My boy Clone in the building. The recess champ me Devin lost and got sent to the play. That's crazy. Recess champ me he lost and got sent to the playground play in the sandbox. What up, Quinn? But yeah, so I just want to be consistent, man. I think they're both phenomenal. I think they're both great, and I think they both have good divisions. Do I think that the bantamweight division, or super bantamweight rather, is as good as the lightweight? No, I don't. No, I don't, because you have in the lightweight division you have Shakur Stevens, who's considered a pound for pound fighter. You have Tank, who's a pound for pound fighter. You have Lomachenko, who's considered a pound for pound fighter. They're champions, and Dennis Berichick, who just got it. So I'm not going to include him, but those are 3 people on the pound for pound list in 135. Name another person on the pound for pound list in super bantamweight. I'll wait. Name him. So how could that division be better? You know what I'm saying? Just from that. And there's one champion there now anyway who's undisputed, you know, which is great. But the lightweight division is still better than super bantamweight in my opinion. But to me, the best division, in my personal opinion, I would have to lean towards probably. I still like 140, man. I still think, you know, Devin Haney, especially getting his win back, not win back, but being his lost the race. It's no contest. He's still the champion, even though he's champion of recess. That's a tough division with Teofimo, Liam Paro, and Isaac Pipo Cruz. Subaru Matias is still there. He's still a good fighter in my opinion. I also think that Jack Catterall is good. Him and Legis Prograis are fighting. So I think that 140 is the best division. I think Teofimo Lopez is the best at 140. But it can be shook up. You know, I didn't even mention Isaac Pipo Cruz, who's my favorite fighter at 140. So I think 140 is the best currently. I like to combine 135 and 140 just because the fighters seemingly fluctuate up and down as they see fit, you know what I'm saying, and do it seamlessly too. Even Shakur was talking about potentially going to 140, and I didn't even mention like people like Richardson Hitchens, you know what I'm saying, who's at 140, and Williams Zapeda's at 135. So I still think 135 and 140 are better than the rest of the divisions. Well, I say super middleweight is still up there, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying. So there's a lot of good divisions out there. The best fighter in each division, you know, I think that Naoya Inoue, you know, just to make it even further, just to make my point even further about the super bantamweight, you know, and people saying that the competition is more impressive than other divisions just because you like Naoya Inoue. I like Naoya Inoue too, but we're not gonna make up lies, you know. Naoya Inoue is about to fight TJ Doheny. He has 4 losses, and he's, you know, no disrespect to him, but he's not the best. He's not the best, you know what I'm saying. He's a decent fighter, you know. He's a decent fighter, former champion. He's good, you know, but he's definitely not the best. And after Naoya Inoue fights TJ Doheny, he's supposed to be fighting Sam Goodman, who is supposed to be fighting right now, but Sam Goodman when elected to go fight somebody else, somebody who's not even ranked. He's fighting an unranked fighter. He's not ranked in any of the sanctioned bodies. So if the division is really that good, where is it really that good at? And then so after Naoya Inoue seemingly beats TJ Doheny, and then Sam Goodman beats his opponent that's not ranked, then Naoya Inoue will seemingly go fight Sam Goodman. Now, if I want him to fight Akhmadaliev, I think Naoya Inoue beats Akhmadaliev, but Akhmadaliev is a good fighter. I'll be impressed with that one. I was impressed with Marlon Tapales. I thought Marlon Tapales was a good fighter. I was impressed with how he bounced back for Louis Neary. He's a good fighter too, you know. And I think Akhmadaliev is a good fighter. He just beat Kevin Gonzalez, who was a undefeated. He had 27 wins and 1 draw, and then he lost Akhmadaliev, so he has 1 loss now. But at the time, he was undefeated. I look forward to seeing that fight, you know, if it ever comes to fruition. But Bob Arum shut it down. But yeah, there's just no way that. What's up, B Rex? B Rex in the building. What's good, B Rex? Yeah, so I think that Naoya Inoue's division is good. So don't get it wrong or don't misunderstand what I'm saying. Naoya Inoue's division is good, but you cannot tell me that his division is tough. It's just he makes it look impressive, but then in the same breath you say that Tank's division is weak. That's why he looks good. No, they both look impressive, and you can't penalize somebody for looking good. You know what I'm talking about? Especially against quality opponents. How do I know they're quality opponents? Because they're former champions. You see what I'm saying? So I just think that's disingenuous, and it just shows that you have a lot of hate in your system where you just discredit people. You know what I'm saying? Just be honest. I don't get why is it so hard. Like I guess I don't know. I guess I keep forgetting that the majority of the world, unfortunately, they're dumb. That's what it is. You know. My homeboys, they be telling me that. They be like, man, you be giving people too much credit, and maybe I do. You know, Moonlit in the building. What's good? So yeah, so I think that Tank should not. Tank is probably the. You know what's crazy about that though? I'm gonna be honest, man. That's what we always keep it all the way funky around here, right? You know what's funny? You know who they also said because he won impressively. They said that he didn't fight nobody. Floyd Mayweather. Yeah. You know who else they say fight nobody because he looks impressive? Terence Crawford. Just like Tank, right? What do they all have in common? It ain't their height, motherfucker. I'll tell you that. It ain't their height, motherfucker. They ain't got that in common. You know what they got in common. Yeah, the ethnicity. That's what it boils down to. I've never heard. Now, I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but I've never heard anybody say Pacquiao's opponents were weak because he looked impressive beating him. Pacquiao looked phenomenal because of the caliber of opponents he was fighting. He was demolishing them. You know what I'm saying? Tank also looks phenomenal because his opponents are good and he demolishes them. Naoya Inoue also looks phenomenal because his caliber opponents are high and he demolishes them. Same with Errol Spence. Same can be said for Terence Crawford. Same can be said for Tyson Fury. You know, but a lot of times I've never heard anybody say Naoya Inoue's opponents are weak. I've never heard that. And I'm not saying people don't, because I will be honest, a lot of boxing fans, they don't give credit to the lower weight divisions. And I think that's wrong as well. But it's equally as wrong because you like somebody to discredit other people's accomplishments. Where's that cool at? Has it 140 been the best division for a while? I would say for like the last year or two, yeah, probably a little more than that, clone. Yeah, 140 been a fire division, man. A lot of parity in that division, man, as far as the opponents. I might be prisoner of the moment, but I'm leaning towards featherweight, man. Featherweight going crazy right now, man. Like I said, to me, it's like there's no who's the weakest link. Who's the weakest link when it comes to the champions at 126? You know, that's what determines the best division for me. It's like, you know, even at 140, that's why I say 140. Of course, Devin Haney, people look at him as weak because he lost, but they don't, for whatever reason, they don't think that the cheating had anything to do with it. Like I said, I think Ryan Garcia would still win without the PEDs, but it doesn't matter what I think. What I know is that he had PEDs in the system when he beat him. So Devin Haney's still a champion. Still give him his credit. Pitbull Cruz is champion. Liam Paro, who beat Subriel Matias, and Teofimo Lopez. I know a lot of people are going to think 140 got a little weaker because a lot of people respected or put Subriel Matias at a higher regard than they do Liam Paro, and I feel like that's disrespectful because what more do you want Liam Paro to do? That's what I'm telling you, bro. It's the boxing fandom is ridiculous, bro. It's so frustrating. It's like Subriel Matias was thought of as the boogeyman. Everybody called him the boogeyman of 140. Nobody wanted to fight him. Liam Paro not only fought him, he went from Australia to Puerto Rico in his hometown and spoiled his homecoming and beat him. The guy that nobody wanted to fight. Instead of everybody saying, oh, Liam Paro, that's one of the best performances, people are saying, oh, Subriel Matias is not as good as we thought he was. You see how disrespectful that is, bro? That's like me going for my PhD. Everybody's like, man, getting a PhD is hard, man. Oh, getting an engineering degree, a PhD in engineering, man, that's hard, man. And then I'd be like, I pop up a couple years later, hey, man, I got my PhD in engineering. Ah, man, everybody got that, man. You know, I heard it got easier, man. You know, with Google and stuff, man, they could just email you your degree. Bro, that's disrespectful as hell, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, I'm going to keep it 100. It's kind of like the in-season tournament. Everybody was excited for the in-season tournament. I never heard that the in-season tournament was so insignificant and inconsequential until the Lakers won. And LeBron, matter of fact, not even the Lakers. F the Lakers. Because LeBron won. So they don't like LeBron. Bro, I promise you, if Luka Doncic and the Dallas Mavericks would have won the in-season tournament, oh, they would have acted like it's a championship. Oh, he lost the finals, but he lost the NBA finals, but at least he won the in-season tournament, though. They use the in-season tournament like it's somehow a knock for winning it because they don't like LeBron. Bro, LeBron's not my favorite player either. But how is winning an in-season tournament a knock? Why is that a knock? Because you don't like LeBron. And you're emotional. Like a little bitch. Biatch. You're emotional, bro. Am I lying? Bro, it's inconsequential. It's simply because LeBron won it.
Yeah.
That's a fact. Yeah. Fact, Quinn. Facts, Quinn. It's just like when the lockout season. When a team won the lockout season, bro, everybody's still playing against you. It's like the bubble. Inside the bubble where the Lakers won again. Oh, that doesn't count. It's an asterisk because it's inside the bubble. Excuse me, everybody was competing. Was everybody else in the bubble or the Lakers outside the bubble? That's why it was easier for them? No, everybody competed. Just like the Lakers won, the Suns could have won. Just like the Suns could have won, the Bucks could have won. I'm telling you, if Golden State and Steph Curry would have won the East Season tournament, it would have been everything. It's crazy, bro. People are just so they can't even hide their biases. It's disgusting, bro. Makes my balls itch. It's disgusting, bro. So yeah, they did the same thing with Daniel Dubois. You know, so Daniel Dubois, when he beat Filip Hrgović, before Daniel Dubois fought Filip Hrgović and beat him, bro, there was still Filip Hrgović is the most avoided man in the heavyweight division right now. Nobody wants to fight Filip Hrgović. He's been called out. People, he deserves a title shot. Everybody been saying this. From the expert analysts, pundits to the people that are on YouTube, you know, just blowing hot air out their mouths. Filip Hrgović, nobody wants to fight him. He's one of the best heavyweights. He's the best heavyweight. He's the best kept secret at heavyweight. He's a boogeyman. Daniel Dubois upset him. All of a sudden now, Filip Hrgović is not who we thought he was. No, bitch, he's still who we thought he was. Just Daniel Dubois is that much impressive. He's just more impressive. Stop taking away people's credit, man. Leopardo did his freaking thing against Super Matias. Daniel Dubois did his thing against Filip Hrgović. These people didn't change because they lost. They were still good. They just lost. Frank Sanchez was still good when Ajit Cabello beat him. It's just Ajit Cabello was better. He's just better than we thought he was. Daniel Dubois is better than we thought he was. Leopardo's better than we thought he was. That's it. That's it, bro. That's it, man. Gosh, Lee, boy. You can't just say, oh, man, I picked wrong. I got that wrong. No, they're a fraud. Oh, no, I picked Filip Hrgović, so I got that wrong. I thought Filip Hrgović was going to win. I thought Super Batiz was going to win, so I got it wrong. Leopardo impressed me. No, they're a fraud. They're not who we thought they were. You're subtly calling yourself dumb too then because you don't know what you're looking at. Simple as that, man. It's like the fighters are who we thought they are. That's why they have multiple fights and we could go and study them and look at them. So with that said, I say all that to say that I still think 140 is a good division. Even Jermaine Ortiz is still at 140. You know, I don't want to see Jermaine Ortiz because he put on such a shit show, a boring show against Teofimo, but he's still a good fighter. He had a great competitive fight against Lomachenko. You know, and then at 140, like I said, Jack Catterall's still there, and even who I think is it's not his fault, but Arnold Barbosa Jr., who I think is overrated. You know, he was a beneficiary of a robbery against Sean McCown, I believe it was, or was it Sean? No. I don't remember the dude's name he just fought. But anyway, he fought on the undercard of Haney Garcia, and they robbed that man, bro. They robbed that man. Sean McColeman, something like that. I don't remember. But yeah, they robbed that man. You got Alberto Puello, who just beat Gary Antoine Russell, still at 140. Hell, Gary Antoine Russell still at 140, even though he just lost to Alberto Puello in a good fight. What's the name still at 140? Sandor Martin. So I think 140 is still deep, man. I think it's still deep. I still think it's a good good division. Like I said, Richard Hitches, Jose Carlos Ramirez. But lightweight is good too. Like I said, I still think lightweight is fire because you have Shakur Stevenson, you have Gervonta Davis, you have Vasily Lomachenko, Darius Berichek, you still have William Zepeda there. You know what I'm saying? Who's supposed to be fighting Giovanni Cabrera, who only has one loss, and that was a controversial loss to Isaac Pitbull Cruz. So that's good there. You have the up and comer, who I think it's too early to include him, but he looks great. Is Andy Cruz, you know what I'm saying? You have Keyshawn Davis there, who's still a prospect. You got you know, if we're gonna name Andy. If we're going to name Andy Cruz, then we got to name Floyd Schofield, Kid Austin, you know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of good fighters there, man. So I would lean towards 135 or featherweight. And the reason why I lean towards featherweight is because, you know, featherweight still has Robesi Ramirez, who Rafael Espinosa beat in a great fight, you know, and he's still a contender. You know, you have Luis Lopez there. He's a champion. Nick Ball and Ray Vargas still there, you know, at 126. And you know, Louis Neary moved up, who I don't really expect big things from Louis Neary, but a lot of people do. Then you got Shushu Carriage, who I think that division is his to lose. You know, I think he's gonna really dominate as long as he stays focused, you know. But there's some hitters there, and you got Stephen Fulton still. He just moved up to 126. He's a good fighter. His stock went down, rightfully so, after he lost to Inoue, but yeah, there's some good fighters there. I'm sure I'm missing some people off the top of my head, but yeah, there's some good fighters there. Sergio Sanchez, Yeah, I think that 126 is probably the best division that I lean towards these days. It's all about the O these days. Most of my favorite fighters have losses, but fought everyone. Facts. Rest in peace, Diego Corrales had 5 losses. He was one of my favorite. Facts, B-Rex. But that's the thing, though, B-Rex. I don't know what's your nationality. I'm not sure. But a lot of times I agree with you 100%. It's about the O is annoying. But you got to understand, it's us. When I say us, I'm not speaking on me and you individually. Obviously not you, because like you said, your favorite fighters have losses. And that's okay. So you don't care about the O. Me either. Canelo's one of my favorite fighters. He has losses. In fact, I will tell you, I think Canelo should have another loss. I think he lost to Erislandy Lara, but I still like Canelo. You're Italian, right? Okay. So, well, are you like European American? Like you're Italian American, white American, or you're actually in Italy? The reason why I ask this is because I'm saying that Americans, it's our fault. Like I'm Nigerian and Jamaican, but I was born in America. I'm a Nigerian, Jamaican American. It's my fault. It's our peers' fault because Americans are the ones that care about the O. The fighters are responding to us, the fans. A perfect example, B-Rex. Errol Spence, he has 1 loss to Terence Crawford. A lot of people have Terence Crawford as their #1 pound-for-pound fighter. If not him, Usyk. If not him, Inoue, right? When Errol Spence lost to the best fighter on the planet, people called him a fraud and said he's trash. All because his O left. Errol Spence is a warrior. He didn't care about his O, but maybe he should have, because now he's trash. Look at Devin Haney. Devin Haney just lost to somebody who tested positive for PEDs. People don't give a fuck. People are saying that the PEDs didn't matter. He still has a loss, and now he's trash. We just saw the purse bid for $1 million. That was his lowest purse bid in the last 5 years. He didn't even really lose technically. On paper, he won. I mean, it was a no contest. So it's us, bro. We're saying that he's trash now. You know what I'm saying? It's us, bro. It's us. I could go on and on. Deontay Wilder at the point, not now, but Deontay Wilder, his only loss was to Tyson Fury. When Tyson Fury beat him, even though that was a fight to see who's the best heavyweight of this era, they said Deontay Wilder was trash. He was a champion for 10 fucking years. He was a champion a decade. Sorry. He was undefeated for 10 years. He was a champion with successful defenses for 6 years straight. He had 1 loss to Tyson Fury to determine who was the best heavyweight, and now he's trash. Tyson Fury just lost to Alexander Usyk. He's not American. He's English, but Americans say he's trash. He was a fraud. His only good win was Deontay Wilder, and Deontay Wilder was a fraud. Not that he lost to Usyk, who was the first undisputed champion in 25 years. He's already undisputed at cruiserweight. No, they don't say that he lost to another great fighter. They say he's trash. England people don't say that. Englishmen and women don't say that. They have no. Anthony Joshua has no problem getting fights. He's still one of the biggest stars in England. You know what I'm talking about? The face of boxing, the Mexican fans don't care about that. The face of boxing, the highest revenue generating fighter right now is Canelo. He has multiple losses. You can argue that he should have more. They don't care about that shit. Australia, Tim Tszyu is still big over there. He had a loss to Fundora. You know what they say about him in America? Even though he got a cut on his head, they say, oh, well, he was too cocky. He shouldn't have fought. But so when somebody ducks or somebody, if he would have quit because of the cut, they would have said he soft. And because he fought it out like it was ill-advised, his corner should have stopped it, or the ref should have stopped it. I blame the ref, the doctor, and his corner for not protecting their fighter, especially his corner. But they say that oh, Tim Tszyu, we don't care about Tim Tszyu anymore. He's not as good as we thought he was because of 1 loss, bro. Come on, dog. So it's us. That bid was disrespect. You feel me? That's facts, bro. They treat E like he trash. You right. And the man is still a freaking beast. Facts. Same with Haney, right? And I'm not saying that, like I said, I bet on Ryan Garcia. I thought Ryan Garcia was going to beat Haney. I didn't think that he was going to have PEDs in the system, but I don't think that's inconsequential. And you know what's so funny about that too? So just to put a cherry on top, I'm saying that it's not even the fighters, bro. You can't blame Gervonta Davis for caring about his O. You can't blame Shakur. You can't blame we can if we're not looking at the truth. You know what I'm saying? We can't blame some of these fighters. It's not just them either. You know, Lomachenko has 3 losses, but I fully believe that Bob Arum doesn't want Lomachenko to lose to Gervonta or Shakur. That's why they haven't fought. But you can't really blame Bob Arum because Bob Arum is in tune with the American public and the boxing community. He knows that once they lose, their stock's going to go down significantly. No matter how great the fight is. That's just how we are, bro. Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder produced the fight of the year, and people still said Deontay Wilder was a fraud and he's trash. Come on, bro. He's very limited, yes. Is he the best boxer? Fuck no. His fundamentals are terrible. His skill is ass. His boxing acumen is bad. But We should applaud him. He started boxing late because of his daughter, and he wanted to afford his daughter the medical expenses and medical treatment. So he started boxing late, and he still was a Olympic medalist. Bronze bombers from him having a bronze medalist. And he was still, even though all he had was a right hand and his athleticism, he was still able to be a champion. We should celebrate that. You know what I'm saying? He maximized his skills. No matter, you know what I'm saying, he wasn't a good boxer at all, but he maximized that. Why is that not celebrated? Why is that criticized to the point where he's discredited? People are, and you know what's crazy? The same people with more talent in their respective field, they ain't doing shit. So why the hell your common ass, your multifaceted ass, your multi-talented ass, why you ain't doing more? Why you ain't world champion? Why you ain't the world champion of your gosh dang studies, of your academics, or your or whatever job, your occupation? Why you ain't the champion of your occupation? Why you ain't CEO? It's easy to point fingers, man. What's that saying? When you point four fingers, when you point at somebody like this, three fingers. Sometimes if you point like this, I don't know how you get four fingers, but some people say four fingers are pointing back at you. I guess your thumb is pointing down, I guess maybe, but it's really three fingers are pointing back at you if you point. But anyway, yeah, they say at least the more when you point at something, more fingers are pointing back at you. So you gotta look at yourself, man. I'm not saying that I'm not guilty of that. I critique boxers too. Hell yeah, you know what I'm saying. I critique boxers, but you'll never hear me call no boxer a tomato can or a trash can or a taxi driver or a bum or a clown. No, hell no. Especially no champion. Accountability, yeah, accountability is dead, man. As long as you're powerful, as long as you have a keyboard in front of you and you have access to the internet. You know, everybody on the internet's a genius, philanthropist, gangster, humanitarian, genius, playboy. Everybody on the internet got the most girls. Had the highest IQ. They passed every test. The most successful. You know, the most gangster person on earth. Everybody on the internet. No accountability. Get your puss ass up. But yeah, so yeah, and rich too. Sorry, yeah, the most financially wealthy. Yeah, you're right, most wealthy. Yeah, on the internet. But so yeah, I think that I want, bro, just like you, B-Rex. I want Tank and Shakur to fight. I want Shakur and Lomachenko to fight. I want Teofimo and Liam Parr to fight, Isaac Cruz, and hell, I would like Isaac Cruz and Devin Haney to fight, and even Isaac Cruz and Tank rematch, or Tank and Devin Haney. I want all of them to fight, but we gotta have some self-awareness, you know what I'm saying? At least acknowledge what's around us, you know what I'm saying? A lot of it is us, because as soon as an American fighter loses, especially if you're an American fighter, you know, that you're done. Bro, remember, you know, Caleb Plant. You barely hear about Caleb Plant. I think Caleb Plant's he only lost to David Benavidez and Canelo. You know, those are two great fighters. And who talks about Caleb Plant anymore? He's still one of my favorite super middleweights, but who talks about him anymore? There's no demand for Caleb Plant because he has an L, you know? And he's an American fighter. So I'm not saying it's a black and white thing, I'm saying it's an American thing. If David Benavidez loses, El Monstro, there's people that can't wait for him to lose. Especially if you're a Canelo fan. Y'all know Canelo and Tank are my two favorite fighters. But I want to see Canelo and Benavidez fight because I think it's a great fight. I think Canelo wins, but I like Canelo, but I don't like him so much to where I don't think David Benavidez is good. David Benavidez is a beast. He's also one of my favorite fighters, but he's not my favorite. My top two favorite is Canelo and Tank. But Canelo fans, they can't wait for David Benavidez to lose. So they could just say that he's not who we thought he was. He's trash. And then, you know, Canelo won't have to fight him. Sugar and Loma is a interesting matchup. Yeah, but that's not going to happen, though. You know why, B-Rex? Not because of I'm not going to blame Lomachenko. As much as you know, Lomachenko has 3 losses, I don't blame Lomachenko. I blame Bob Arum. Bob Arum is notorious for blocking. Bro, there's no reason for Lomachenko and Shakur not to fight. They're in the same stable. They're both in top rank. So when people blame Gervonta Tank Davis for not fighting Lomachenko, ignorance is not an excuse for an adult. You can act like you don't see. You can say, oh, Floyd has protected him all these years. Bro, Bob Arum. You could say, okay, so it's Gervonta's fault why he didn't fight Lomachenko. So why the hell Shakur been calling on Lomachenko for a year? Or maybe more than that. Why he ain't fight Lomachenko? They're on the same stable. That's the easiest fight to make. You know why? Because Shakur has not committed to long-term staying with Top Rank. It's out there right now that this is Shakur's last fight under Top Rank. And the last thing Bob Arum wants Shakur to do is beat Lomachenko and skedaddle and go to Matchroom or PBC or Golden Boy or something like that. That's why. So Bob Arum is the one that's protecting him. Big Daddy Bob. You know what I'm talking about? That's what they call him over there. They call him, they got Lomachenko and Inoue call him Big Daddy Bob.
Yeah.
Yo, Frontline in the building. Hey, I appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. Tell everyone I said what up. Appreciate that. Mi hermano front line. Boop, boop, boop. So yeah, so I think that Bob Arum is the one that stopped those fights. So I don't think Lomachenko's scared. You know, I give these fighters a lot of credit. I think very few fighters are scared of anything. It's like Inoue Akhmadaliev. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I say he's protecting Inoue too. Not because Inoue needs protecting. And Inoue don't need protection. I think Inoue beats Akhmadaliev. But my point is that when Bob Arum, I think it was WBC or WBA. I can't remember. One of them ordered the fight between Inoue and Akhmadaliev. But Bob Arum came out and said Akhmadaliev is inconsequential. Nobody knows him. And I made a video about that. Some people were mad at me. They're like, oh, what you mean? Inoue don't need protection? Bitch, that's not the point. I didn't say Inoue needs protection. Just because you don't need something doesn't mean that it's not happening.
Shut up, bitch!
Oh my God! I never said that Inoue needs it. I think Inoue beats Akhmadaliev, but I think it's a good fight, and Bob Arum knows it's an interesting fight, you know. And so Bob Arum said that, oh, who is Akhmadaliev? Nobody knows him, so we're gonna go fight TJ Doheny. We're gonna fight TJ Doheny?
What?
So nobody knows Akhmadaliev, but somebody knows who's an Olympic medalist, bronze medalist to be exact. But people know TJ Doheny. So and so funny, I said that. I said, bro, that doesn't make sense. Let's tell the truth. The truth is that Akhmadaliev, for those of you unfamiliar with MJ Akhmadaliev, he fought Marlon Tapales. And people thought that Akhmadaliev was going to beat Marlon Tapales because of his Olympic pedigree and his skill set. But he lost in a split decision, which was controversial, right? So fast forward, who gets the next fight? After Marlon Tapales beats Akhmadaliev, Inoue versus Tapales. A lot of people thought it was going to be Inoue versus Akhmadaliev. So we really, you know, I'm not going to say should have because somebody has to win. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no should have in boxing. And ain't nothing written in stone. There's upsets all the time. But you know what they say about split decisions now. And Bob Arum got some pull. So people are thinking that, hey, man, they might have stole that from Akhmadaliev because he's a more dangerous fighter than Tapales. So then Tapales was got the 2 belts, or everybody the belts he had. Then he fought Inoue for the undisputed. Inoue mollywopped him, right? And Tapales is a good fighter. So then now, fast forward a little bit further, Inoue defends against Louis Neary successfully. Akhmadaliev goes on and fights an undefeated fighter, 27-0 and 1. He has 1 draw, 27-0. Kevin Gonzalez, who's a tough fighter. Akhmadaliev beats him fairly easily, stoppage, right? Gives him his first loss. Now Akhmadaliev, the WBC or WBA, I can't remember which section of the body, ordered him to fight Inoue. And then Bob Arum conveniently comes out and says nobody knows Akhmadaliev. So we're going to go fight TJ Doheny, who also nobody knows. And I made a video about this. I said that some people were mad at me, like I said, and then guess who came out and said exactly what I said. I wanna hit him up for plagiarism. You know what I'm talking about? Eddie Hearn came out like 2 days later, 3 days after I dropped my video. I know he didn't watch my video. I'm just joking. I'm being sarcastic for those of you didn't see that. Eddie Hearn came out and said that Bob Arum's full of shit. That nobody wants to see Inoue versus TJ Doheny. They want to see Inoue versus Akhmadaliev. Come on, bro. I don't be lying, bro. I just keep my eyes open and I tell y'all what I see. And I tell y'all the truth, man. I'll be right back. Let me go grab a water real quick. I'm going to run this ad. Yo, it's your boy Doc again. I know you sitting there like, did this Doc just run his own commercial? Yes. Yes, I did. In the middle of the street, we run our own ads. That's what we do right here. So when you see other boxing channels implement the same idea, I don't mind people biting us. But dang, at least give us some credit. So those of you that are rocking with me, you're already a part of the best boxing channel on YouTube.
That's a fact, ain't it? Ain't it? All right, then.
You already caught up. Those that don't know, the rest of the world, they just got to catch up, baby. You know, and they eventually will, you know, because we bring y'all unfiltered, unbiased, raw, and educated and funny boxing takes, man, with accurate information. Can they all say the same? Of course they can. So let's get right to it, man. Why do you want to become a member of this channel? Because we already told you we're the best, but it does come along with perks, you know what I'm saying? First off, you can join at the STREETZ gang prospect level. You know, it's only $2.99. I know times is rough right now, but you can still contribute, you know what I'm saying? And what do you get? You get member shout outs like this. Shout out to my boy Kendrick for being the first Street Gang prospect member, you know what I'm saying? And then you get, let's get right. So that was an ad right there, man. Consider becoming a member to the channel. It goes a long way to keep the channel up and surviving and thriving. And let me bring this great, truthful, unbiased, unfiltered, raw news to y'all. But yeah, man. So I just think that that's fire. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Quinn. So yeah, man. I just think that you know, we got to hold these people accountable, man. Don't go for the okie doke, because they try to hit you with the okie doke. You just got to keep your eyes open to decide for yourself. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, so I think now Inoue beats Akhmadaliev, but Bob Arum is protecting him from Akhmadaliev because you know it's a tough fight. Same with Lomachenko. I think Tank beats Lomachenko though. I think Lomachenko. I think Tank beats Lomachenko. I think Tank is the best at 135. I think he beats him all. I think he beats Lomachenko. I think Shakur Lomachenko is a more interesting fight from a competitive standpoint. I think Shakur beats Lomachenko too, but I think that's gonna be more. It's not gonna be as exciting, of course, but it's gonna be a more technical fight, more of a chess match between Shakur and Loma. I think Shakur still wins. And then also, so speaking of Shakur, you know, it's so funny that B-Rex was talking about this too, about Shakur as well, and Shakur and Loma, you know. I hinted on this too, you know, Shakur, this is his last fight with Bob Arum in Top Rank against Artem Hunter-Union, which is, when's that fight? That fight's coming up, huh? Wait, is that this weekend? No, it's in July. Yeah, it's next month. So Shakur's fighting Artem Hunter-Union, who has one loss, the only loss coming to Frank the Ghost Martin, who we last saw Tank versus Frank, and Tank knocked him out in the 8th round. But Frank is a very good fighter. Artem Hunter-Union he's a decent fighter. I fully expect Shakur to win. But what's more significant is that, you know, upsets happen in boxing, but I fully expect Shakur to win, and pretty handily, and look good while doing it. But what's interesting is that this is Shakur's last fight under Top Rank, according to his contractual agreement. And he's been hinting that he's been saying outright and abundantly, and he's been very adamant about, you know, letting known that he's unhappy with how he's been promoted at Top Rank, which rightfully so, because I think Shakur should be a bigger fighter, you know, but he does need to fight more as well, but he should be promoted better by Bob Arum. He has a lot of complaints. That doesn't mean he won't re-sign. But you know, Bob Arum hasn't. He's not convinced he's gonna resign. Shakur himself is not convinced he's gonna resign. He said he's gonna leave the door open. But you know, Eddie Hearn, you know, stepping in. Hey, Eddie Hearn a vulture, bro. Eddie Hearn don't be playing.
Yeah.
He a vulture.
Yeah.
He a beast.
Yeah.
He be stalking them.
Yeah.
That boy be scouting him out for real. So he already said, yeah, man, Shakur's a top talent in boxing. He said he's been poorly promoted, you know, throwing shots at Bob Arum, and yeah, he's just like, yeah, man, he's been trying to court Shakur seen it. He's like, you know, he be tweeting a lot. Some people call it Shakira Tweeterson. He was just like, yeah, man, I support this, and he said Shakur also has echoed that. He said, I'm open to negotiate and talk and meet up with Eddie Hearn. Man, if Eddie Hearn and Matchroom get Shakur, man, that'd be crazy, because he just signed Jerron Boots Ennis. I ain't gonna lie, whether you like Eddie Hearn a lot or not, which I don't have anything against him, I think he might be one of the best, if not the best promoters. He's definitely up there, man. Like he's always out there in the forefront promoting his fighters, trying to get more for now. He might turn his back on your ass. He a businessman. You mess up, he ain't gonna stick by you. You guys say fuck him. But he's definitely a good promoter. In my personal opinion, of course I don't know. You know, that's why Shakur hopefully has an agent. And, you know, he's aware of his business situation and what he desires. But in my personal opinion, for the outside looking in and not having any inside sources or nothing like that, I would say Eddie Hearn, it might be the way to go, you know, or maybe even with PBC, you know, that would be good too, because Tank is over there. He wants to fight with Tank. And what more effective way to facilitate the Tank versus Shakur than to sign in the same stable as him, you know? That's still no guarantee that you get it immediately or even get it at all, but it's a better chance, you know? Al Heyman's not going to stop Shakur versus Tank like Bob Arum stopped it, Loma versus Shakur, that's for sure. So, you know, but he can even go to Oscar, you know, Oscar and a Golden Boy. I think that would be interesting as well, you know? I think that, and maybe I'm just prisoner of the moment, but if you're unhappy with your situation, in my opinion, no matter what it is, no matter if it's at your job and you have other options, or it's a relationship, you have other options, or whatever, it's like, you could stay. If things aren't good and you're unhappy, then what's the worst that could happen? You know what I'm saying? Because you know what you're getting over here, so why not go over there and see? Yes, but it could possibly be worse too. The grass isn't always green on the other side, and you may have that you may have regret, but there's also a big chance that it might be better too. You see what I'm saying? So there's a chance that it might be better. Hell, it might be the same, or it might get worse. But that's still a 1 to 3 chance. You know what you're getting over here. So I think he should slide, unless Bob Arum can come with some promises, you know, some contractual agreements. Forget promises, some agreements that he would have to abide by. You know what I'm saying? So 505, best commercial ever. If he be losing that 505, got him in the lab, that was a watch. That's a fact, Dub. That's a fact. No. That's a fact, Dub. But look, let me tell you, that's a difference, though. That's a difference, Dub. Him being the best promoter. I made a video about this, Dub. I don't know if you've seen it. But I said that this doesn't mean anything in regards to being the best promotional company or being the best promoter. But it does have everything to do with being a matchmaker. Frank Warren, if you lost 5-0, that means Frank Warren is unequivocally, undoubtedly, there's no denying or debating that Frank Warren is a much better matchmaker than Eddie Hearn. That's what that proved. It didn't prove nothing else. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't prove that you're going to get more money with Frank Warren. It doesn't prove that you're going to get more fights with Frank Warren. It doesn't prove that you're going to be happier with Frank Warren. But it does prove that when it comes to making the fights and matching up skill set for skill set, Frank Warren is killing Eddie Hearn. So that would let me know that if it's not inconsequential to promoting. So it does mean that if I'm a free agent and I'm looking for a promotional company, I'm like, okay, I want to trust somebody, because promoters do that. You're right. They matchmake. So it does have something to do with that. If I want to look at somebody who I could trust, that's gonna match me up against somebody who could showcase my skills and have me look good against my opponents, then I would go with Frank Warren. Because Frank Warren, all his fighters won, and that means that Frank Warren knows, okay, bet I know footwork is gonna kill this guy. You know, this guy has no movement, so I'm gonna put him up against somebody who I know has superior footwork. Or this person he's not the best counter puncher, so I'm gonna put him up against somebody who throws a high volume of punches, because I ain't gotta worry about nothing coming back. You know what I'm saying? So he's definitely a matchmaking mind, and he's a much better matchmaker than Eddie Hearn, excuse me. So that's a fact. So that part of promoting, you're right. Yes, I agree. I made a video about that too. It's a doubt. You can't debate that. That's what that 5v5 proved. He watched him 5v5, 5-0. Now that means that Eddie Hearn, his matchmaking skills are nowhere near Frank Warren's. Frank Warren knows how to match his fighters up to make them look good. I'll tell you that. So shout out to Frank Warren and company. All his fighters won. Now, Willie Hutchinson, who just beat Craig Spider Richards, he's supposed to be fighting Joshua Buatsi. I don't know about that one. But, if I'm not mistaken, it doesn't matter for Frank Warren because Joshua Buatsi is also with Queensberry, I believe. I believe he's a Queensberry fighter. So, once again, you know, you're making fights that are in-house. So, let me make sure before I lie to you. I don't want to lie to you. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm not lying. Let me look it up. I believe Joshua Buatsi's with oh shit, I clicked on the wrong thing. Yo. I believe he's a Queensberry fighter. Let me look this up. Let me look at the fighters. We know Willie Hutchins is, right? I think Joshua Buatsi is as well. I'm gonna let you know right now. We know Anthony Yard is, even though they going through it. Oh no, he's not. Joshua Buatsi's not a Queens. Who's Joshua Buatsi signed to? Is he with? Huh? He's not a Queensberry fighter, so I'm corrected on that. Oh, that's gonna be interesting. I thought he was a Queensberry fighter. Let's see Matchroom. Is Joshua Buatsi with Matchroom? Let's see. Oh, come on now. I don't know who Joshua Buatsi's with then. Maybe that's why he's going to get the winner of Bivol and Beterbiev. That's what they're saying, because he's with, huh. Yeah, I don't know who Joshua Buatsi's with. I thought he was a Queensberry fighter this whole time. Huh. But yeah, so he's about to fight Willie Hutchinson. I think Joshua Buatsi. Oh, okay, he's with Matchroom. He is a Matchroom fighter. He's not a Queensberry fighter. Joshua Buatsi is a Matchroom fighter. Okay, that makes sense. And Matchroom and Queensberry both dominant in England. I think Joshua Buatsi versus Willie Hutchinson, who's just been announced. I think it's a good fight. You know, I think Willie Hutchinson should be rewarded for beating Craig Richards. You know, I think that this will be a good fight. You know, Willie Hutchinson has one loss. He has one loss already, and I think that in my opinion, this should be a pretty, I don't want to say easy fight because he looked good against Craig Richards, but just stylistically, I think that, in my opinion, you know, he was knocked out by, not knocked out, but the fight was stopped against Lennox Clark, who is an okay fighter. I don't think that he could hold a candle to Joshua Buatsi. So I think with Joshua Buatsi, this is a step up for Willie Hutchinson, which he wanted. So they gave him what he wanted, but I don't think he's gonna be he's gonna be pretty much light work for Joshua Buatsi. I want to see Joshua Buatsi step up his competition. Not say his competition is bad. You know, he beat Dan Aziz, which is a good fighter, but I want to see, you know, like light heavyweight, which is kind of not too deep, right? So you're either at the top, the cream of the crop, or you're not, right? You're probably you're a lot lower than that, mediocre. Yeah, like probably mediocrity. So I think Joshua Buatsi, man, I think him and Anthony Yard, which was a fight that they tried to make before, but Anthony Yard had some contractual disagreements with Frank Warren and Queensberry. He's claiming that he's not with them. Queensberry said, "You're still in contract with us." So I think that fight there is that fight would have been a good fight. But other than that, you know, they say Buatsi is supposed to get the winner of Beterbiev and Bivol. But then now they're saying David Benavidez is in line to get the winner of Beterbiev and Bivol. So it's like, I don't know, man. But I would still, no matter win or lose, I wouldn't mind the winner or the loser getting Joshua Buatsi, or the winner or the loser getting David Benavidez. So let's say that it's the winner of Bivol Beterbiev gets Benavidez. I'd be cool with seeing the loser get Joshua Buatsi, because I'm not fully sold on Buatsi yet. You know what I'm saying? Because there's just not really anybody. Light heavyweight is kind of dry right now. So it's not like, you know, I'll say like the top guys in light heavyweight, of course, are, you know, Artur Beterbiev and Bivol. Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol, you know, they both have all the belts. That's why they have the highly anticipated light heavyweight undisputed battle incoming. And then you have Anthony Yard, you know, and then you have Joshua Buatsi. Who else? I mean, Alexander Usyk is good, right? Alexander Gvozdyk, excuse me. But he just lost to David Benavidez, and not only that, he was coming back off a long layoff, and he already lost to Beterbiev. But he was winning on the cards against Beterbiev. That's why I was impressed by Benavidez's win against Gvozdyk, because Gvozdyk's a good fighter, and that Gvozdyk that Benavidez beat, he beats a lot of fighters still. But you know, at the light heavyweight division, it's pretty much slim pickings. You know, so I want to see Joshua Buatsi step his game up. I'm not sure if he. And the unfortunate thing for him is that he can't really step his game up without fighting a legitimate bodman. You know what I'm saying? And Beterbiev or Bivol, or maybe Anthony Yard. That's it. You know, because I do think. But I would, you know, I take that back, because I would like to see Buatsi versus Gvozdyk. You know, I think Buatsi should win, but it's not, like I said, it's not certain. That's a good fight, man. But Gvozdyk is still having to prove himself, because he just came back. I don't know how long he's gonna stay committed to the sport. But even Gilberto Ramirez, right? Zurdo, he's not even that light heavyweight either. He's at cruiserweight now. So light heavyweight is kind of dry, man. If I were Devin Haney, Sidney Game, want to change the topic and talk about you love Ryan Garcia. You love this situation, huh, Sidney Game? He said, if I were Devin Haney, I want to give Ryan a rematch. One, Ryan will win again. Facts. I agree. Ryan will win again.
Yeah.
Ryan don't deserve it.
Yeah.
Only thing in it for money, not legacy, because Ryan cheated.
Yeah.
All three. Valid, Sydney Gang. I agree, but I agree with all your points. They're very valid and you're right. I don't think he doesn't. I think he should do whatever he wants. But I would want to get that get back. I'm not going to lie to you. That's why I like Cotto. Because I want to get that get back, bro. You beat me and you cheated in any way, shape, form, or fashion. I want that get back. I want to prove to you. But I do agree with you, though. I think Ryan will win again. But I think that, let's just say that Ryan won't cheat again. If he cheats again, people aren't going to care again, because they don't care now. So, but I think you can do whatever you want. I'm not a big Devin Haney fan, but he was the one that was victimized here. So I think he can do what he wants. The young man's still a good fighter. He just has to prove it now, even more so, because he has to bounce back and see how well he recovers. But yeah, I don't see what's to stop Ryan Garcia from cheating again. What's to stop people from not caring that he cheated again. And you know what's crazy? Julio Cesar Martinez. Remember the guy that I reported on, that we talked about 2 weeks ago? He got caught with cheating, another Golden Boy fighter. Or with Espinoza, Oscar and him. He just got caught cheating. He got banned. And guess what happened with the fight? Sidney Gang? The fight where he beat, who did he just beat? I can't remember the dude he just beat. Keep your eyes open for this. You know I'm going to get you right, Dub. Keep your eyes open for this, Dub. Julio Cesar Martinez just got banned for a banned substance. And his win against, was it Angelino Cordova? I believe it was the dude's name. Guess what happened to it? It's getting overturned. It got overturned to a no contest. Well, where's the uproar? Do you see what I'm saying, Dub? Sydney gang, tell people. So all the people that you say that you see that are mad about Devin Haney's decision loss to Ryan Garcia get overturned to a no contest. Where's that same energy? Oh, because you don't care about Julio Cesar Martinez, right? It literally just happened today. He got caught for PEDs like 2 weeks ago after beating Cordova, and his fight was just turned from a decision win to was overturned to a no contest. Oh, but he's not your boyfriend though. He's not your pimp or papi chulo Ryan Garcia. Oh, okay. So you don't care for Julio Cesar Martinez. So you don't really care about PEDs or cheating or what's right or the integrity of boxing. You just care about Ryan Garcia. Or you just dislike Devin Haney that much, which is very unhealthy and weird. Why do you like a stranger so much that you don't care if he cheated? And why do you hate a stranger so much that you don't care if they lost because they got cheated? That's fucking weird, bro. You're a grown man. Just tell the truth. If you're not mad about Julio Cesar Martinez, I don't want to hear shit about Ryan Garcia. Just like Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn Davis tested positive for marijuana. That's not even a PED. But that was enough to get his decision victory over Nahir Albright overturned to a no contest. Where are you at? Why aren't you defending Nahir Albright? Why aren't you defending him? Because you don't care. You don't really care. You're just a fanboy or fangirl of Ryan Garcia. And that's very weird, bro. Nobody even mentioned it, Dub. I'm probably the first person that mentioned it today. Out of all the boxing channels, my little old me. Come on, bro. David Benavidez looked a bit beat up after. That's why I've been quiet. I was already nervous about that fight. Yeah, McCullough, I agree with you. I agree with you, Dub. That fight was a little. Hey, that fight was a little. He looked a little shaky, baby. He looked a little shaky that fight, man. But it was his first time moving up. And like I said, I don't want to put too much stock in that because I honestly, in my heart of hearts, I do think Alexander Rajic is that dude. So Benavidez didn't just move up and look mediocre to me, right? He moved up and looked good enough to beat somebody who I consider as I would struggle to name 5 light heavyweights that are better than Alexander Rajic even right now. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of people are thinking about Alexander Rajic coming off a hiatus. Yeah, he came off a hiatus. He was retired, semi-retired. But he only has one loss, and he lost to somebody who's going to be who's one half of the undisputed light heavyweight championship fight that's supposed to happen in the imminent future. That's who he lost. He lost to Beterbiev, and when he lost to Beterbiev, he was winning. You see what I'm saying? So I see Vaza is so. Not only was that Benavidez's debut, he took, in my opinion, one of the most difficult fights you could take in a weight division debut. So I don't want to sleep on that either. But I agree. David Benavidez definitely didn't look like El Monstro, but we got to understand that he moved up and fought somebody that he shouldn't be slept on. He's a good fighter. I honestly can't name like light heavyweights. The only people that I put over Vajic at light heavyweight right now is Beterbiev, Bivol. I have to put Benavidez over because he won, right? I'm not putting Anthony Yarde over him. And I'm not putting Joshua Buatsi over him. I think those are good fights. I don't know who wins those fights. So I can't think of. So my point is that if you're going to move up and fight a challenge, he definitely took a challenge in Benavidez. So I applaud him for that. That fight made David B look human. Yeah. But like I said, we got to keep everything in perspective. Yes, David Benavidez is known to come in heavy. You know, yes, he's known as a weight bully. He habitually misses weight, you know. And we expect him to be able to handle that, but we have to, it does mean something to be bigger, be a weight bully, but still fight somebody at 168 who's smaller than you. That time he definitely wasn't a weight bully in that situation because Vazda looked more in shape. He looked more lean, had more lean musculature, and you know what I'm saying? And so he definitely didn't look as imposing as he usually does, but he still did enough to win. And they said he hurt his hand too. You know what I'm talking about? Early. They said he hurt his hand early. So I applaud Dave Beterbiev for that, but while I do applaud him, I do agree with you. He definitely, like I said, in my opinion, I've said this right after the win. I still stand by this. So it might seem a little contradictory, but you got to listen to what I'm saying. He did look impressive. Vosnik is a good fighter. That was a great opponent. However, I still think that he should stay away from the winner or the loser of Beterbiev and Bivol. I think both of them, I think Bivol beats him, but Beterbiev beats him. I agree, Doc. Seeing David has to tighten up those basics a little sloppy too. Yeah. I agree, Doc, and seeing, yeah. Devin Haney haters on the explanation. Yeah, Sydney game. Bro, and that's the thing, like, I don't know, man. It's just, I just thought that there was more boxing fans than that. Because if you like boxing, then you wouldn't make a defense or speculate or make a controversy out of nothing or drop conspiracy theories because somebody tested positive. So I need all the conspiracy theories to come out right now on behalf of Julio Cesar Martinez, because he also tested positive and they just overturned it to a no contest. So that's what you got to do, man. We have not y'all, me too, but I don't follow those channels. When I see somebody talk about something so long and I see a lot of misinformation, I would either unfollow or stop watching or whatever. Like, it's one thing to be wrong. It's okay. I'm gonna be wrong sometimes. I've been wrong before, especially with predictions. You know, you're not gonna get those right. I'm not gonna. I can tell you what I think. But as far as when it comes to delivering information, I want y'all to be comfortable and confident. And I feel like I'm doing a damn good job of that. As far as what, I don't care about the haters because they're groupies, but I want you to be confident and comfortable that I'm giving you the information that I feel is truthful. You know what I'm saying? That I believe in and that I've done research and everything I say I could back up, dub. City gang, everything I say I could back up. Factually. From articles, I could prove. Not off speculation or what I think happened. I could tell you what happened. I could show you the concrete proof. Can everybody do that? No, because you're speculating. That's why you can't do it. Bro, I've seen channels today. I've seen people talk about in channels today say that Ryan Garcia was not banned for the PEDs. That his ban was for something else. You know how I could debunk that? All I gotta do is pull up the file. Pull up the article. They tell you what he was banned for. Now, will that change in the future? Maybe it changes. But as of right now, anybody who's saying he wasn't banned for PEDs, they're speculating. And you know what's crazy about that? Well, you know where that speculation comes from? Because I've seen it. It comes from a dude on Twitter that claims that he has information. The dude is not with ESPN. The dude is not with the New York State Athletic Commission. The dude, so you see what I'm saying? So the dude has minimal credibility, but people run to believe that. But they don't want to believe the tests and the results from the New York State Athletic Commission. They don't want to believe the reports from Dan Rafael and ESPN. They don't want to believe the reports from the authoritative figures on these investigations. They don't want to believe when they come out and say that he tested positive 3 times and failed 3 tests. But they want to believe some person on Twitter because they're credible. You see what I'm saying? You see how selective it is? It literally doesn't make sense. They can't even cite their claims. So it's crazy, bro. I don't even care if he cheated or not. I just care what they say. They said he cheated. I don't care. And now, if you want to argue that he didn't do it intentionally, that's a different story. And I don't even give a fuck about that either. Because it's not about if you cheated intentionally. It's about it being in your system. That's it. Whether you did it purposely or not. Thank you, B-Rex. I don't make this up, bro. And it's frustrating, bro. It's frustrating. It's frustrating because a lot of people are going to believe that shit. And you know what else is funny, B-Rex? All the people that are saying that Ryan Garcia didn't get suspended because of PEDs in the system, do they know that a part of his settlement is that he has to test? He had to agree to random testing until his suspension is off. Why the fuck would they test him randomly? Why the fuck would they test him randomly if his suspension had nothing to do with PEDs? You see how dumb you sound? Bro, is that not stupid? I could literally pull up the documents. Ryan Garcia even admitted himself. He literally has to adhere to random testing throughout the duration of his suspension. Why the hell would they test him for random drugs if he's not fighting over the course of his suspension if his suspension has nothing to do with PED intake? You fucking dumbass. That's it, bro. That's it, bro. It's just common sense. You just a stupid hoe. You just a stupid hoe, bro. So he has to agree to being tested randomly over the course of his suspension, but he's not suspended because of PEDs. That makes sense. That makes sense. So they're going to waste their resources to test somebody randomly to make sure they're not on PEDs because their suspension has nothing to do with PEDs. That makes sense. The people that are saying that, ask them that. Ask him that, bro. Ask him, why does he have to get random judge tested throughout the duration of his year suspension? Why does he have to do that? I thought it had nothing to do with PEDs. I thought it had nothing to do with PEDs. It had nothing to do with PEDs. They're just testing anybody. Okay. Right. That makes sense, bro. That makes sense, bro. Everybody has everybody is, you know what I'm saying, on the internet, bro. Everybody's a genius, man. It's just crazy to me. The stuff that people selectively, the information that people selectively believe is wild. Is wild. Just say that you don't want to believe that he cheated. Say that. That's all. That's okay. If you don't want to believe he cheated, that's fine. But to say stuff that's just simply not true is crazy. It's crazy, man. But yeah, but hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It is what it is, man. I'm actually pulling it up right now. Give me a second. Let me see if I can find it. I can't find it right now. But I'm gonna be honest. I think they could both bounce back, and I'm rooting for both of them to bounce back because I like Ryan Garcia as a fighter. That's it. I don't like him as, you know, as a love interest. Like some of these other people. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't like him as a love interest. I like him as a fighter, just like Devin Haney. I actually don't really care for Devin Haney as a fighter, but like I said, I don't want anybody to be. I don't want anybody to be cheated. You feel me? So I'm actually I'm gonna pull it up. So I'm trying to set up my stuff so I can pull it up and show you. So I can pull it up and show you what is actually going on in there. I should have put it in the thing, man. I should have had it ready, but I didn't anticipate talking about this. I don't know why I didn't anticipate talking about this. Of course, we're gonna talk about it. It's boxing, so let me see if I can find this stuff. Oh, what the hell is this? What? Let me see if I can find this stuff, man. See, Austrian performance. General contest. All right, look, chat. Let me show you this right here. Give me a second. I'm trying to fix my stuff so I can show you. I don't know why I didn't have this set up. I wasn't anticipating doing this before the stream. My fault. All right, look. All right, so here's some of the details for his suspension. Some of the stuff that is included in his suspension, right? Look what it says, man. Look, clear as day. Ryan Garcia sees Devin Haney win overturned in addition to suspension. Y'all see this? Y'all can see this, right? Let me increase the font so y'all could see this for sure. So you don't think I'm capping. Hey yo. I didn't do the whole. I don't want to do that one. Let me see something real quick. Give me a second. Because if it looked crazy on my screen right there if it doesn't look like that for y'all, then that's cool. All right, there we go. All right. All right, so look, y'all can see this, right? So y'all can read. Look, Ryan Garcia sees Devin Haney. What's up, Inoue? Featherweight never gonna be the best division. Stop. I think it's one of them. I don't know. We'll see. You saying stop? It's a discussion, dick sucker. So you stop. You stop getting you stop with your mouth on my nutsack. It's a discussion. You think I'm asking you anything? Why would I ask you anything? Nobody asked you nothing. No one would ask you what direction is up. You're a dummy. You probably can't even tie your shoes. Shut up. Why would I ask you anything? Anyway, Ryan Garcia sees Devin Haney win overturned in addition to suspension, right? Dan Rafael was the first to report, whatever. Garcia has agreed to a minimum 1-year suspension as well as forfeiting $1.1 million, right, of his fight purse. King Rye has also been hit with a $10,000 fine, which is state maximum, right? All this is proven, right? Look what it says. Garcia is required to undergo additional drug testing during his suspension. So if he didn't get suspended for PEDs, why would they enforce additional drug testing for the foreseeable future during the duration of his suspension? I'll tell you, bro. People are just stupid, bro. Ryan pops up to all the events. Dolo and Haney going to be checking the VIP. Facts, dog. Facts. Yo, they both going to have to fight right away. Fans are emotional about it. Haney versus I would love to see the fight again. I would love to see the fight again. I think Ryan Garcia wins again because, like I said, I bet on Ryan Garcia because I thought he would win, and I still think Ryan Garcia wins. But that doesn't change the fact that he tested positive. What's the difference? Why I don't get why people can't say that. He tested positive, just like Julio Cesar Martinez just tested positive. Anybody who refutes that, you know, according to the information, they're just dumb. They're in love with Ryan Garcia's nutsack. I don't know why, but it is what it is. That's their business. It's just, bro. It's just. If information comes out to where they retract that statement, then yes, I will report that too. I'll be like, damn, it's been found that, you know, the New York Athletic Commission removed the removed the penalties and said that the tests were invalid. Then I'll be like, yeah, man, it was invalid. But there's nothing factual about anybody saying that right now. They're just speculating. And they're speculating because they don't like Devin Haney. Hey, Inoue, my bad, bro. I thought you were a troll, bro. I mean, I don't know. You might still be a troll. I don't know. My fault for jumping at you like that. There'd be some trolls that come through, so I apologize. If you're not a troll, if you are a troll, then it remains. But if you're not a troll, then my fault. I gotta stop responding like that. My bad, bro. Even if you are a troll, still my bad. He said Ryan pops up to all the new events. Yeah, so like, I think Devin Haney. Like I said, Devin Haney is he got the worst. He got the worst end of the deal, the short end of the stick. But it is what it is, man. If he's as great as people think he is, and as he says he is, he'll bounce back. But he still got a shit end of the deal. He still got the short end of the stick, no matter how you cut it. So I don't get it. No one's blaming Julio Cesar Martinez's opponent for Julio Cesar Martinez testing positive. So why people blame Devin Haney? No one's blaming Cordova for Julio Cesar Martinez testing positive. So why are they blaming Devin Haney? No one blamed Nahir Albright for Keyshawn Davis testing positive and that decision getting overturned. So why are they blaming Devin Haney? Julio Cesar Martinez just had his win overturned, too. No one's blaming his opponent. So I'm just trying to understand, you know. I'm just trying to understand why is it his fault? Shouldn't it be everybody's fault if it's his fault? Everybody that ever had something overturned or anytime somebody got caught cheating, it should be the opponent's fault. Why is it just Devin Haney's fault? So yeah, I just don't understand that, man. But yeah, definitely Ryan Garcia be popping up at those events, man. He be going crazy. He don't care about nothing. And shout out to Caleb Plant for being about that life. God forgive me. Lord, the Lord is my shepherd. I'm waiting for Smoochie to happen because I made the pound for pound list for women too. For women boxers, but I still think the pound for pound number one. I'm really comfortable with my list right now. My list has Usyk number 1, Inoue number 2, Bud number 3, Canelo number 4, Tank number 5, Bivol 6, Beterbiev 7, Benavidez 8, Haney 9, and Juto Nakatani 10. I want to put Shakur on there, but Shakur just doesn't have, he has a win over Oscar Valdez, Yoshino. He has some good wins too, but he needs to do more, man. I just wish Shakur would get more active, and hopefully after he wins his next fight and signs his next deal, he will be more active. He will be more active, and then I can give him some more respect. You know, that it's just that Edward De Los Santos fight, his last fight, that looked bad, but he did have a win against Jamel Herring and against Robson Cosesa. Those are good wins, but he was bigger than those guys, you know. And not to take anything from him, it's just I have to consider that when thinking about something like pound for pound. But I want to include him. I want to include Errol Spence. You know, I also gave some consideration to Bam Rodriguez, so who will be fighting this weekend, which got to be a good fight between him and Juan Francisco Estrada. I have Bam Rodriguez winning by knockout, but there's some good fights, man. Some good fights coming up, and there's some wiggle room to move up and down the pound for pound list, man. Bentley in the building, my guy. So there's some wiggle room. I feel bad. I snapped that new wave like that. I'm sorry. I don't know who you are, but I shouldn't have snapped at you like that. My bad. I thought you were a troll. So people be trolling for no reason. I don't really care for trolls. I ain't gonna lie. I'm responding to them just like they respond. They respond to me. So, but yeah, my bad. I apologize. But yeah, man. So I think what do you think is the best division, Bentley? Since you here now, head ass. The best division in boxing. My mistake. Jacobs versus Mosley Jr. is on July 6th. Okay, Dub. Okay. Oh, you thought it was this week. That's right. You told me it was this weekend. That's right. That's right. I didn't look it up either. I just took your word for it. Appreciate it, bro. So Danny Jacobs is July 6th. Who do you have winning that fight? I'll tell you this. If Danny Jacobs loses, he should retire. Unless he just needs the money, you know. If he needs the money, then, you know, it's hard to tell somebody to stop doing what they love. And if you could do it at a high level, then keep doing it. But you don't want to get hurt. Matter of fact, I'll be honest. Either whoever loses should just stop boxing. I ain't gonna lie. Because Danny Jacobs ain't got no business losing to Sugar Shane Mosley Jr. Or Shane Mosley Jr. Take the sugar out. And how old is Danny Jacobs? Mosley Jr. ain't got no business losing to somebody who's 40. Danny Jacobs got to be at least 40. Which, hey, 40 ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because Beterbiev is 40. He about to fight in the light heavyweight division. You know what I'm saying? He's a light heavyweight champion. Big Bang Zhang just beat Wilder. He's 40. Heavyweight division has a lot of older champions. Oh, no. Danny Jacobs only 37. Oh, wow. I mean, that's still older. That's on the older side, but he's not as old as I thought. Oh, no. Danny Jacobs still got some time. My fault, bro. I thought he was like 42. He's 37. Okay. That ain't too bad. I think, is it Usyk 37? Yeah, Usyk is 37. Yeah, 147 was a great for a while. Yeah, Floyd era and all that stuff. You said 140. I agree. 140 up there. Flyweight? Hell no. You tripping. You almost made me choke on my gosh dang gummy bear, bro. Flyweight? Stop it, bro. Yeah, you wildin'. But I ain't mad at that, though. Does flyweight even have any champion? I know they have one champion, right? Like Seigo Akui, right? That's the last person I remember fighting at flyweight. Yeah, you wildin'. Where's Bam Rodriguez? He's super flyweight, right? Yeah, Bam Rodriguez super flyweight. Yeah, you wildin'. I ain't gonna lie. Exciting wise, okay, hey, I respect it. I respect it, Bentley. I disagree vehemently. Yeah, I'm looking. Let me pull it up right now. Yeah. Shit. Yeah, Seigo Yuri Akui, who just beat Artem Delakian. Was that Seigo Akui that beat Delakian? I think so. Yeah. And Delakian went and tried to petition for over. No one called him weak for trying to do a petition, even though he lost. You know, so according to people, you're weak if something gets overturned and you call for a petition. But no one said Artem Dalakian was weak. But yeah, Seijo Akui is that's flyweight. Yeah, you wildin'. I'm not sure exactly, but Danny Jacobs is fighting with cancer. He not a healthy person. Well, Abdullah, he if I'm not mistaken, he recovered from the cancer, bro. He beat the cancer, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, I could be wrong, but I thought he beat the cancer. That's why he's fighting again, right? I don't think he's fighting with cancer. I believe he beat the cancer, bro. He's been fading badly. I hope Jacobs win. I saw Junior get whooped in person on his first. Oh, word. But 140 is the best right now. I agree, brother. I think 140 is it. Well, I think 140. I think 140. I think super middleweight. People forget about super middleweight, but I think 140, 135, and 126. That's a tough division, bro. Those are tough divisions right there. Featherweight, lightweight, and super lightweight's tough right now. That's tough. I ain't gonna hold you. That's a tough division. Those are tough divisions right now. That's a tough division. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, they call him Miracle Man because he beat the cancer, bro. But shout out to Danny Jacobs though. Well, I know he had successful treatment. So to me, when it says that, when they say the treatment for it was successful, that means that you beat it, in my opinion. So if it's successful treatment, I take that as you beating it. Now, you know, something could be dormant, of course, it could come back, but Danny Jacobs, he definitely beat that. And shout out to him, man. But definitely, yeah, you know, the lower weight division was definitely exciting, but I mean, I get just as excited at super bantamweight when Naoya Inoue demolishes somebody. Just like I get just as excited when Tank demolishes somebody, because they're both fighting great people. I just don't like when people say that Naoya Inoue is fighting good competition. He just makes him look bad. But then because he looks impressive, but then when Tank looks just as impressive, they say, oh, it's because Tank ain't fighting nobody. No, he's fighting great competition too. They're both fighting great competition. They just both phenomenal and that far ahead of the competition. Did you see the Ryan? Nah, what Ryan post? I don't pay attention to Ryan Garcia. So I'll tell you that right now. So whenever Ryan Garcia posted, he's been scrambling trying to prove this and prove that, saying all types of BS. Yeah, it's funny that people are still no disrespect to anybody in particular, but it's funny how he's still making posts and it's being debunked and found untrue, but people are still holding on to what he says. So I don't understand that. So no, I didn't see the Ryan post though. Yeah, I don't follow Ryan Garcia or anything like on social media or nothing like that. What did it say though, Bentley? If you could drop the link in the chat, then I'll check it out. Don't forget to like the video too if you're in the chat right now, man. Don't forget to like the video, please, appreciate it. Yeah, no, I didn't see it though. It's probably accusing them or something, right? The New York State Athletic Commission. I didn't see it. Or NYCDA. What's NYCDA? Is that New York State Doping Administration or something like that? Or did you mean to put New York State Athletic Commission? Did you mean to put NYCSA, New York City State Athletic Commission? Well, that's really just New York. Yeah, what is NYDCA? No, this was just a typo. Yes, big emotes. Big emotes. Let's get right. Appreciate that, Dub. Big Dub in the building. I appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that for real. But yeah, I think that Ryan Garcia, he's just scrambling. You know, I don't really like Julio Cesar Martinez. He literally just got his win overturned to a no contest for cheating. The same exact thing as Ryan Garcia. He tested positive. And where's the uproar? Why are people uproared about Ryan Garcia? I don't get it. Julio Cesar Martinez, why aren't they mad about that? Why don't they call that fake? He just got 9 months. I don't understand. But we'll see, though. You know, it could be overturned. If it's overturned, then I'll report on it. You know, but I'm not gonna go off speculation and people saying something, because why do you believe what people say, but you don't believe the authoritative figures in what they say? I don't know. You know, sometimes stuff does happen. You know, but it's the difference between acknowledging mistakes and controversies and making excuses for mistakes and controversy and trying to make them up. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. Let's see. We got a report. Gervonta Davis, Vasily Lomachenko negotiations have now resumed for WBA IBF lightweight world title unification fight. Man, it just says talks are ongoing, man. It just resumed talks. I thought they were gonna say something a little more definitive than that. Who y'all got, man? Y'all got Tank over Lomachenko, man. I think people are writing Lomachenko off, man. I think people be writing Lomachenko off. I think they're trying to set it up to discredit Tank's win, to be honest. But even without that, I think Lomachenko's a good fight for Tank. I think that he can still tap into that Matrix mode. I have Tank winning, of course, but I have Tank against everybody at 135. I just think he's the best. But I think Lomachenko's a good fight, man. And no matter who wins, you know, of course, if Loma wins, they're going to say that, you know, Loma was always good and Tank was avoiding him. But if Tank wins, they're going to just say that Loma's old. So, yeah, me too, B-Rex. I'm not going to lie. I'm not the biggest fan of Lomachenko. I think he's good, but I do think, like, I'll be honest, man. I used to like Lomachenko a lot, but then, because I was hearing about the hype, and then I didn't like how they treated him after he lost to Salido. Like, in the media, like, that's what makes, you know, if anything makes me dislike fighters, not Lomachenko. Lomachenko seems like a cool, humble dude, you know what I'm saying? Cool, humble dude. He's great in the ring. But I don't like people that they make excuses for. And the media makes me not like it because every time he loses, it's an excuse. Like when he lost to Salido, so it was only a second professional fight. He wasn't ready for the transition. No shit. That's why people don't have championship fights as their second fight. So they were audacious enough to go ahead and fight Orlando Salido, who was a champion, not only a professional boxer, he's already a champion, because it was based off his amateur pedigree and how good he was. So then once you take that chance, which I thought was disrespectful, but you took that chance, you thought he could beat Salido, and Salido roughed him up, then now all of a sudden, oh, okay, well, you know, he just wasn't ready. Ain't no just not ready, bro. Orlando Salido did a great job, and he showed him that there's levels. And this is a big boy league. It's like going from college to the pros, like how the rookies get treated. You know, so whether you're going from the college level to the NBA or college level to the WNBA, it's like, yeah, we got to check you. Yeah, that worked over there. That ain't going to work over here. So, and then it happened again when Teofimo lost, and then when the Devin Haney lost. So, yeah, so I just think that is, you know, he has 3 losses. If Tank or Shakur, hell, we see how they're treating Devin Haney with 1 loss. If Tank or Shakur or Devin Haney had 3 losses, you think that he would still be considered? They would still be considered one of the best in the division? Hell no, they wouldn't. This man has 3 losses, bro. But I still like him because I still think he's good. But it's the media how he's covered is what kind of annoys me. But he's definitely a good fighter. Definitely think he's a good fighter. But I wouldn't say I don't really root for Lomachenko. I had Lomachenko beating Devin Haney though. I thought he beat Devin Haney. I definitely thought he got. I ain't gonna say robbed because I thought it was a close fight. Could have went either way. I thought that fight, I had Lomachenko winning on my scorecard 2 times, and I mean by 2 rounds, but I had like 3 or 4, swing rounds. I had like 3 or 4 swing rounds, so I thought it could have went either way. It could have even been a draw. You know, Devin Haney won, I was cool with it, but I thought that Lomachenko won on my scorecard. It's just like with that fight against Zhang and Joseph Parker. I was rooting for Zhang. I think I put money on Zhang that fight, and I had Zhang winning by like 1 round or 2. But Joseph Parker winning, he was more active. What did I think was a robbery? No, I don't think every close win, every close fight that doesn't go the way that I think it should go, it's not a robbery, bro. There's sometimes it's just a close fight, and judges see different things, you know. So I thought that Zhang and Parker was a close fight that could have went either way. Could have even been a draw. So I was happy with that. You know, I was cool with that. Even with Ray Ford and Nick Ball, I I had Ray Ford winning slightly by like 1 or 2 rounds, but I was cool with Nick Ball winning because he was more active. I thought Ray Ford was more effective, but I thought that Ray Ford didn't fight with any urgency. So when Nick Ball won, I was like, I could see him winning too, but I thought it was a close fight. So whenever I see a close, every close fight is not a robbery. There's some that are robberies now. Like I thought Michaela Mayer versus Natasha Jonas, I thought they robbed Michaela Mayer. I thought Michaela Mayer won. I thought they robbed her. And they gave it to Natasha Jonas. I thought Michaela Mayer clearly won. What else I thought was a robbery? Arnold Barbosa Jr., who he just fought. He just fought Sean McCown. I don't think there's any way Arnold Barbosa beat that dude. It was on the undercard of Haney Garcia. Sean McComb. I thought Sean McComb beat him easily. I thought that was a robbery. I also felt like this last fight, Abraham Nova against Andres Cortez. I thought Abraham Nova won that. I thought that was a robbery as well. But I don't think that there's too many robberies. Tank wins, but Loma will tag Tank up. Yeah, we're okay. No problem. Yeah. You asked me if I saw Ryan Prost. What did he say, Bentley? If you have time to type it. Yeah, what did he say? I'm curious now. You gonna ask me if I seen it, and I said no, and then you ain't gonna tell me what it is. Left me on a cliffhanger, fool. That's crazy, bro. How you gonna do your brother like that, bro? How you gonna do your partner like that, bro? That's dirty as hell, Bentley. That's dirty, bro. Motherfucking ice cream head ass. But yeah, I think Tank wins too. Arnaldo, what it do? Mi hermano Arnaldo. Woo. Well, yeah, man, we just chill. I just want to hop on for a little bit, man. I don't really have too many other topics to talk about, so if we have anything else, I might go ahead and slide unless we got some more stuff to talk about. If Bentley gonna drop this bomb that Ryan Garcia talking about. Yo, Ty in the building. Oh, Ty about to be cooking. So maybe I might stay on for a little longer, man. Ty, what's going on, man? Tell me something good, player. Ty in the building. What up? Tell me something good, man. I know you say he's gonna hook me up with that membership too, man. You still on that iOS, bro? Get off that iOS, bro. Go crazy on the membership, man. I'm talking about. What's good though, Ty? How you doing, bro? I made that pound for pound list for women too. Yeah, man. Yes, sir. I'm ready. I'm strapped up and loaded. I'm busy, but it says something about the test being negative. Yeah. Oh yeah. I saw that. I saw that, Ben. Well, I didn't see it from him posting it, but I did see. No, you're good, bro. Do your thing. I know you're at work. I saw it, and I saw that nonsense, basically. I saw it somewhere else. I didn't see it from him posting it, but I saw him saying that. Yeah, he's still innocent. Man, I just escaped work early. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get right. My boy got up out of there.
Me blood clot.
Yeah, sir. Make sure they ain't following you, though, bro. They gonna snatch you right back up. He said, give us free. Got up out of there. That's what I'm talking about. Ran off on the plug twice. Yeah, I saw it though, Bentley. I don't really care what. Like, if it comes out and it's true, then I'll believe it, But I'm not gonna believe. It's funny that people. It's funny how people are selective with the information that they obtain or what they believe is true. They don't believe that the New York State Athletic Commission. They don't believe them when they say that he tested positive. They don't believe Dan Raphael, who's accredited reporter for ESPN and others, or was for ESPN. They don't believe him when he said he tested positive. They don't believe Vada when they say he tested positive. They don't believe any of the authoritative figures. But when Ryan Garcia comes out, who's the person who's guilty, they believe him. You see how contradictory that is? You see how not even contradictory. You see how stupid that is? So yeah, people have selective they have selective truths. I don't subscribe to that, man. You take all the information or you don't take none of it, bro. Where's the people? Julio Cesar Martinez, he literally tested positive 2 weeks ago. He just got his win overturned against Cardoza. Where's everybody's talking about the conspiracy theory then? How come no one is saying that those tests were messed up and people set him up? Oh, because like I said, because they're not in love with him like they are with their pimp Papi Chulo player Ryan Garcia. Yeah, they're in love with Ryan Garcia. So against him, they don't believe the results. But Julio Cesar Martinez, they believe those results, and they believe the results for Conor Benn, and they believe the results for Alicia Bumgarner, and they believe the results for Keyshawn Davis, another fighter who got his win overturned for marijuana. Marijuana is not even a PED. He got his win overturned once he was tested positive for marijuana. against Naoya Inoue. You can look it up. It's a no contest now. Julio Cesar Martinez got his win against Cordova changed to a no contest now. Where's the riots in the streets? In these internet streets? Where's the riots? Where's the riots? How come nobody cares? Why are they believing those? But you tell me you believe those. You'll believe the authoritative figures on the investigations done and the people that determine that administer and determine the levels of oxygen from the tests that they administer. That you believe them. But Ryan Garcia, they set him up. It's a conspiracy for Ryan Garcia. You see what I'm saying? Bro, they're telling you that they're in love with this man's nutsack. They got their oral orifice all over the man's genital area. It's just the facts. Now, if something comes out officially, like let's say the New York State Athletic Commission, they come out and say, hey, we made a mistake, then I'll believe it. But why would I believe them for one person and then not believe them for others? Multiple. Why? That means you have an ulterior motive. You have selective truth. So that's okay. But that's what you do. I don't do that. Talk to him, Ty. Talk to him, Ty. But they want to. You saw that idiot that came to my stream and said that, oh, how come Alicia wasn't overturned? And I explained to him and I showed him that Alicia was exonerated because she tested positive. Her test that came back positive was days before the fight. And when they tested her again, her other test that came back for the fight, for during the fight, the day of, and the day after, they came back negative. So technically, she was not on PEDs during the fight. That's why that shit didn't get overturned. But then when I showed him that article, you know what he said? Oh, he said, oh no, that's not true. Yeah, I wrote the article. and I'm the one that determined that she wasn't going to get overturned. Stupid ass. I had somebody come and tell me how come Canelo wasn't overturned. Somebody else came to me and told me why Canelo wasn't overturned. Bro, because they just regurgitate what people say. There's so much misinformation out there. Canelo and Ryan Garcia's situation are different. Canelo got caught on the build-up to the fight. The fight was supposed, the rematch with Triple G was supposed to be in May. They don't remember that though. But if you have common sense, you know that Canelo likes to fight when? In May. When is May? Cinco de fucking Mayo. He always fights Cinco de Mayo weekend. If you go look at the Golovkin rematch, the rematch was in September. Because he got caught with the clenbuterol in the system after the test came back on the build-up to the fight. So the fight was postponed until it got out of his system. And then he still had to go to court to prove that his intake of that PED, the clenbuterol, was unintentional. That's why his shit was reduced. His suspension was reduced. And he was able to fight in September. So people, they don't tell the whole story. They don't even care. They just hear what somebody says and they just regurgitate it without even thinking. Like, that's what I say, man. It's sad because I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. My friends tell me all the time, they be like, Doc, man, when you gonna acknowledge and realize that people are just dumb. The majority of people are just dumb. They're a bunch of sheep. That's crazy. Tony Harrison and Des Bryant on that honey, that's crazy. And the weird thing that made her positive, I had to do my research because I couldn't believe this shit. Yeah, I heard about it. They talk about because they had sex or whatever. I don't know if I believe that. That's a little reach. That's a little reach, Ty. I don't know. I'm not saying it's not true. I'm just not saying it is. They said Des Bryant. They said Des Bryant or Tony Harrison, you know, people she was getting it in with. That's crazy, bro. I'm not saying, hey. I mean, you could pass STDs and stuff, so why not PEDs? Oh, you can pass STDs, why not PEDs?
What?
Hey, yo. I don't know. I'm not going to put it on that, though. Facts, doctor. Thank you, Arnaldo. Yeah, so I think that people, you can be selective on what you want to accept as a truth. That means that, you know what that really means when you don't accept the truth? That means that you already have your mind made up. It doesn't matter what facts people show you. You're looking for reasons to justify or validate your feelings and what you believe is the truth. You're not really looking for the truth. A lot of people don't like the truth, though. So just stop faking like you want the truth, though. It's okay if you don't want that. You know what I'm saying? If people just came out and say, oh no, I love Ryan Garcia, there's no way he cheated, I'm not gonna believe anything. Boom, I believe you. That's fine. But when you come out and try to substantiate your claims off nonsense, that's when it's annoying. You just look like a fool. I never see so many people question test results in my life in regards to drug cheats than I have with Ryan Garcia. In any sport. That goes for Mark McGuire in baseball, Sammy Sosa, Jose Canseco, Barry Bonds, Lance Armstrong in cycling. That goes for anything, even in boxing. You know what I'm saying? Alicia Baumgartner, Conor Ben, Julio Cesar Martinez. Most recently, never seen this before. Even Canelo. There's been other cases, but I'm a little skeptical. But it almost sounded like Oscar Valdez sipping on his girl's flat. That's on them diuretics. Hey, yo, chill out, man. Chill out, man. Hey, Ty, chill out, man. You be with the nonsense, man. On them Slim Jimmies, huh? What's that joint called? What's that joint called that even Charles Barkley was talking about? He was on that. Was it, it's over the O, bro. Ozempics? They on them was Ozempics, huh? That's crazy, bro. Ain't no way, bro. Chill out, bro. Chill out, bro. Chill out, bro. Dude, those his words, not mine. Hey, you might be right. You might be right, Ty. You know me. I ain't standing up for nobody. That's why I want people to realize, bro. And people do. Shout out to y'all. I don't stand up for. I don't fake anything for anybody, bro. I just tell you what it is. You know, you can believe it or not. You know, it's just funny that people are saying that Ryan Garcia, and you know, it's funny that people are trying to manipulate language too. I saw somebody, I don't remember who it was, but they said that I think it was on my video. Somebody in the comments, they said Ryan Garcia didn't cheat because he didn't do it on purpose. That's not what the rules are. The rules aren't, oh, if you have it in your system because you took a spoonful of it the night before, or because you had your mom inject you with a syringe 2 weeks prior. It doesn't even say if you stumbled and fell upon a liquid of PEDs and accidentally sip it. No, it says if it's in your system, period. It doesn't matter how it got there, if it was intentional or unintentional. So that's the rule. So people are manipulating this, having this concept of, oh, it's only cheated if he did it purposefully. No, it's cheating for being in your system. Now, if you want to say it's cheating to you, that's you individually. But the rules say if it's in your system, you cheated. Just like Canelo. Canelo never proved that it wasn't in his system because he could not prove it wasn't in his system. But he could prove that he didn't take it intentionally. Same with Alicia Bumgarner. Her ingestion or her intake of it, she never proved that it wasn't in her system. She proved that it wasn't in her system by her doing purposefully. So I don't know why people are just trying to manipulate language. It just shows that they have ulterior. So whenever you see somebody manipulating language and stuff like that, it lets you know. Just question their integrity, man. Don't even they're fully blown telling you that they either A, don't know what they're talking about, or they're being disingenuous, or three, or B, they're being disingenuous, or C, they're uneducated on it, or D, they're just lying. Best divisions are 126, 135, 140, 154. Damn, that's a whole lot of. You might as well say they all the best divisions, champion. Then you got Solomon got her talking about it was her herbal. Hey, them herbs go crazy. You heard, man? Hey, PEDs are herbs, man. What you talking about? Solomon, however, the WC president name is, yeah, I know you're talking about. I know you're talking about Mauricio Solomon. I know you're talking about. Yeah, don't worry about the spelling. I know you're talking about, bro. And when I talk shit about people spelling, I just be talking shit because they be trying to talk shit to me. So if I recognize somebody as a typo, that's what I'm gonna talk shit. But if, you know what I mean, communication is, you know, as long as you can get what you're trying to get across and then just communicate it well, that's what this communication is about, man. I am not here to be no stickler on spelling or grammar. I just say that to be an asshole when people try to be an asshole to me. Yeah, don't worry about correcting yourself. I know what you're talking about. If people can be out here spreading the word of Ryan's innocence, then I could be out in these streets speaking on Eddie Reynoso. That you, facts, Ty. You're not lying. But that's the thing, though, Ty, because that's what sucks. People are making like a war. It doesn't have to be, bro. Just tell the truth. You shouldn't even have to do that. But I appreciate you doing that because I appreciate people on both sides because I know that there's people on the opposite side of you, Ty, that are doing the opposite and going crazy. So we need people like you because that provides balance. So I appreciate keep doing your thing, bro. But I'm not here. That's the thing. I'm not here to knock anybody. I'm just here to tell you the truth. People get mad because the truth hurts, I guess. At least the Juice Squad, I can stand on facts. And you're standing on facts because that's the thing. You're telling the truth. Julio Cesar Martinez just got caught with PEDs, bro. And it's literally the same situation as Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. And the decision was overturned. Where is the uproar? I've not seen anybody talk about it yet. Where is the uproar, bro? It's a no contest because he tested positive for PEDs. He's suspended for 9 months because he tested positive for PEDs. Where's the uproar? But you're still mad about Ryan Garcia and this conspiracy, right? That tells you everything you need to know. That says it loud and clear. That you don't really care about boxing. You don't really care about integrity boxing. You don't care about the safety of or the even play field. You just care about your pimp Papi Chulo, Ryan Garcia. That's it. Juice Robert in the building. No one cared about Louis Neary. Yeah, people were rebut. Well, his opponent was dirty too. Thank you. Who raised these? Who raised these niggas? A bunch of sissified men. That's who raised them. A bunch of sissified men and irresponsible women, bro. They don't like. That's the thing. It's okay to be dumb, but when you, it's one thing to not know something, but when you try to be dumb, when you accept being dumb, when you intentionally are dumb, that's I don't have no patience for that, man. Ryan is popular. That's why people act. But Robert, it shouldn't even be like that. That should be more the reason, bro. That's all the more reason to be to tell the truth and make sure that you do your diligence and tell the whole story. Even if you want him to be innocent, there's nothing wrong with wanting him to be innocent. There's nothing wrong with it. If you like him, that's cool. But to make shit up, that's a problem. And Robert, popularity is not at all. Diddy was popular as hell. You see what the fuck he going through. Rightfully so. He deserves all the punishment he gets. I'm not excusing him, but nor am I excusing Ryan Garcia. You see what I'm saying? Lance Armstrong was popular as hell. Lance Armstrong had every soccer mom, every thug, every teacher, every professor, every scientist, every athlete and aspiring athlete wearing those Live Strong armbands. Bitches was wearing that shit to the laundromat. They weren't even doing nothing athletic. They wearing those Live Strong armbands. I was wearing them too. Every time I go to the gym, if I forget my Live Strong armband, bitch, I'm walking right back to the car, put on my Live Strong armband. If I'm hooping, I'm putting on my Live Strong armband. If I'm studying, it was just a motivational thing. He was popular as hell. Nobody cared about that, about calling him out when it came to cheating. And everybody else was cheating too. And they had no problem with canceling their asses too. So why is it different with Ryan Garcia? And I tell you why, Robert. And you're my guy. You know there's nothing hateful in me, or malice in my bone. There's not a malicious or hateful bone in my body, bro. But I'm telling the truth. A lot of times people try to do the opposite and try to say that, oh, if you call out something that's wrong, that means, you're really wrong. No. It is what it is. The reason why nobody cares because Devin Haney's black. That's the fucking truth, bro. That's the reason why nobody cares. They want him to be innocent so badly because of their hate or disdain for Devin Haney. Either you hated Devin Haney before because you're a Tank fan, or you hated Devin Haney before because you're a Shakur fan or whatever, or you hated Devin Haney before because he's black. It all has to do with hate. It's because you hate Devin Haney. That's what it is. I don't like Devin Haney. I bet, like I said, I bet on Ryan Garcia. I was going for Ryan Garcia against Devin Haney. I bet on, so much so that I bet on him. But I don't hate the man to where I think that he should lose by any means necessary. This is still boxing. He's still a boxer. I don't hate Devin Haney at all. You know what I'm saying? And I don't love Ryan Garcia to the point where I will excuse any behavior. So it's weird. Rico in the building. Yo, Keno in the building. It's all right not to be knowledgeable about some subjects. We're not born knowing everything. That's a fact, or not? No one knows everything. But you know what they say? The wise man knows that they don't know everything. The fools pretend like they do. If I don't know any, bro, Ty just asked me about the age of, what did you ask me, Ty, yesterday? And what did I tell you? I said, bro, I don't know. You asked me about the age disparity between Layla Ali and Joe Frazier's daughter, Jackie Frazier. And I said, what did I say, bro? Did I hesitate? Did I lie? Did I speculate? I just said, bro, I don't know. Because I don't know. I have no problem saying I don't know. I don't know everything. I don't want to know everything. My head ain't big enough. My head will end up looking like Tank's head. No disrespect. Don't tell Gervonta. I officially got Nick Ball in my top 10, but that's crazy. Adam, that's crazy. Top 10? Hey, I'm not mad at you. Hey, let's talk about it, Adam. That's interesting. Let's talk about it. Adam in the building. If you got PEDs, no hate. No, I hate you too. That's crazy. Hey, what's up today? Canelo, who's in PEDs? Where's Loba? I'm waiting for you. I'm on weed on the matrix. Bro, Rico going crazy. What up, Rico? No, but see, that's the difference, though, Rico. Number one, I told you that Ryan Canelo, and I know you remember this, Rico. You're a historian. You like to troll, but you're a boxing historian. Canelo wasn't on PEDs during the fight. The fight between Triple G and Canelo was postponed. It was supposed to happen in May, right? Don't let me jog your memory. You know I know now. Don't play with me. Canelo got caught with Computerwall during the buildup of the fight for Triple G rematch. Why do you think that fight happened in September and not May? Canelo is notorious. He's Mexican. He likes to fight on Cinco de Mayo weekend. You think that's coincidental that they didn't fight in May? It got pushed back to September because that's when they found the PEDs in the system earlier in April. And he petitioned. He went to the courts. He proved through the judicial system that he did not take it intentionally. So you never heard me say that Canelo didn't cheat. I said that he didn't cheat intentionally because he cannot prove that he didn't cheat. The computer was in the system. So he cheated, but I do believe, because I believe in the courts and whoever the authoritative figure on the investigation, because I'm not selective with what I believe. I believe it when they say it's true. I believe it when they say it's not true. I believe it when they say it's positive. I believe it when they say it's negative. You see the consistency there? I don't selectively, conveniently believe them. So they said that he did it unintentionally. That's what I said. So I said, okay, I'm cool with it. If it was contaminated meat, that don't mean I have to believe it, but I'm cool with it. And then they had the fight in September. So he didn't test positive during the fight. So that's the difference with Ryan Garcia. That's why it wasn't overturned. That's number one. Number two, Ryan Garcia did not go to court. Ryan Garcia settled. That's number two. And number three, Canelo served his suspension. Ryan Garcia is in the midst of his suspension. He's still complaining about it. I'm smart enough to know how dumb you're. Nah, you're not dumb. You're only dumb if you choose to be. He said, hey, that live strong, wrist battle throwback. Facts, Keno. You're only dumb if you choose to be. You're not dumb unless you're dumb. You're dumb by choice. So you ain't dumb, bro. No, nobody's dumb unless you choose to be. Being smart doesn't mean that you do everything. Bro, hey, DAZN ain't shit, bro. Devin Haney, it says DAZN refuses Devin Haney's request to remove fight footage of him versus Ryan Garcia. Bro, that's funny as hell, bro. It says Devin Haney leaving a comment on Ryan Garcia's Instagram post today, in which claimed that, no, let me read this whole thing, bro. Hold on. It claimed that their fight highlights be removed from YouTube. And Devin Haney said that's cap. Bro, people, you see what I'm saying? Bro, so Ryan Garcia commented on somebody's post. Let me see. So Ryan Garcia made a post saying that DAZN refuses Devin Haney's request to remove fight footage of him versus Ryan Garcia. And Devin Haney said this is cap. You see? People just lying all over the place. I don't know who's telling the truth right there, but like I said, you just can't. If you trust Ryan Garcia right now, bro, you're an idiot. You want to be fooled. The man came out and said that he's lying. The man came out and said that he was playing us, and you still believe in him. So that's you. You want to believe stuff. There's no credibility in that. He just made a post, and I could make that post and say that, oh, B-Rex wanted me to be, I don't know, evicted from my house, and make a post about it. That doesn't mean it's true. Where's the source? Show me the proof. I need documentation. You know what I'm talking about? That's why so many old folks get scammed online, because anybody can make a video about anything and make it seem like it's true. Or make a document and call an old person and make it seem like it's true because they have like limited amount of information on them. They know their email. They be like, oh, we got your email. We need to know your account to get in your account. We need your password, all this stuff, just to fool the old folks. You know, and that's some of the young folks too. But people will believe that because that's what they want to believe. I don't know if it's true or not, but yeah, I just saw the tweet right there because Michael Benson. I follow Michael Benson. I don't follow Ryan Garcia. I used to follow Ryan Garcia until he kept posting all that nonsense, man. I ain't got time to see that shit. That shit's funny though. But yeah, so it's funny people are out there saying that Ryan Garcia's settlement had nothing to do with his testing positive for PEDs, but they leave out. So every time you see somebody say that, ask them if it had nothing to do with PEDs. Why is Ryan Garcia's suspension? Why in the settlement he has to adhere to random testing throughout the duration of his suspension? If it had nothing to do with PEDs, so you're telling me they're gonna waste money and resources to continuously test Ryan Garcia over the course of his suspension, but his suspension has nothing to do with banned substances? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. So I'm kind of like I'm like stuck. I've been contemplating this for a while. I think I'm gonna like lean more so to just giving out boxing information, because I find myself like I'm trying to protect Devin. I'm not protecting Devin Haney. I'm just getting the truth out there. I'm not protecting Devin Haney or against Devin Haney. I'm not protecting Ryan Garcia or against Ryan Garcia. But I'm definitely a proponent of the truth. And I'm an apologist for the truth. Shit, how about Andy Ruiz going through his divorce? His wife pulled them recipes, produced pictures and the videos, and he quietly took the... Bro. It don't even matter, Ty. Like I said, man, we just want to talk about boxing here, so I don't even want... Like, to me, this is not boxing, man. This is really in fanboy level at an embarrassing level. This is fanboy and fangirl activity at an embarrassing capacity. Like they should be ashamed of themselves. What's funny is Devin is undefeated. Talk to him, Bentley. And which I think is, I'm gonna be honest to you, Bentley. We all saw what happened. This part I do agree with. We all saw what happened. We know he got beat up, but on paper he's undefeated. But it's gonna follow him because if he fights Ryan Garcia again, I'm gonna bet on Ryan Garcia again. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think we should. It's part of history. I don't think it should be forgotten. And he is undefeated, but I do think that his undefeated record should be respected, though. So people saying they disrespected, why? It should be respected. But you don't know, I mean, you got to forget what happened. But you also, if you're going to remember what happened, you should also remember it accurately. And you cannot remember it without the inclusion of PEDs if you're remembering it and recalling it accurately. Because people say that, oh, you can't remove that ass whooping. You also can't remove the PEDs out of Ryan Garcia while he was giving that ass whooping. Fire. Freaky ass golden boy needs to stay in the action. See the action side. And still talk to him, Bentley. And y'all know me, man. Me and you had arguments, Bentley, about Devin Haney. You know I don't care for Devin Haney. And that's why you fuck with me. Because you know I don't have no bias when it comes to the truth, man. I might have bias on if I think, in a way, this is where my bias may come in. If I'm ranking Inoue, Usyk, or Terence Crawford. Who's 1, who's 2, who's 3. That's bias. That's preference. Even that's not really preference, because you know my favorite is Canelo and Gervonta. So really, if I was really that biased and that preferential, I would have Canelo and Tank number 1 and 2. But I don't, because I give respect to the accolades and accomplishments in the sport, which I think we all should do. But you know what? Me and you got in an argument on when I first met you on some posts that I made, some videos about Devin Haney. So you know I don't like Devin Haney, but you still see I'm giving out the truth, and the truth just happens to be on Devin Haney's side. It's not that I'm picking sides. I'm always gonna be on the side of the truth, and that's why you fuck with me, and that's why I fuck with you. Nah, no one's gonna forget. Nah, hell no. Especially Oscar with them utensils. Hey, Oscar de la Fishnets, like Rolly Romero said. Oscar de la Fishnets is crazy, bro. Don't do my boy. Hey, get off my boy Golden Boy, man. I rock with Oscar, man. But yeah, so I just think, man, it's just a lot, man. It's a lot to deal with. But you just keep your eyes open, man. Keep your eyes open on who's saying what, man. Please, and hold me accountable too. You know, I'm not above account. Hold me accountable too. Keep your eyes open for who's saying what, and just remember, you know, who was saying stuff based on their own personal feelings and deceit, and who was saying stuff based on the truth and facts. You ain't gotta like what I'm saying, but that don't mean I'm lying. Can't take them fishnets off Oscar. We definitely not trying to be hopping in special office. Oficina especial and baño. Yes, sir. We just gotta work on this growth, man, so I can get this truth out there. You know, I was thinking about making a video because a lot of people, wrongfully so, are comparing the Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney situation with Alicia Baumgartner and who was her opponent that she beat? Because when she was on the PEDs, she lost to that person. That's her only loss, and then she avenged that loss. But then that's why the girl was so mad. She was like, "Nah, she was way stronger in the second fight than she was the first fight." You know. But anyway, people are wrongfully comparing that with the Canelo situation, the Canelo Triple G situation, and Alicia Baumgartner her situation. The more accurate comparison would be a Julio Cesar Martinez and Cordova situation. That's closer to Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. And then also the Keyshawn Davis and Nahir Albright situation. That was closer because they both involve, all three of those involve, they all involve PEDs. But the Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, the Julio Cesar Martinez, Cordova, and Keyshawn Davis and Nahir Albright, they all include substances. Sorry, Keyshawn doesn't include steroids. They all include banned substances, testing positive for banned substances during their fights. And you know what else they all include? They're all inclusive of the decision being overturned. Keyshawn Davis was the majority decision to win. He tested positive for weed in Texas. That's a banned substance. It's not a PED, but it's a banned substance. He got that turned from a majority win to no contest. Julio Cesar Martinez, he beat Cordova. He tested positive for whatever he tested positive for. I can't remember. It just got overturned to a no contest. Same with Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney. He tested positive for Austrian. 3 times, minimum, and they got overturned. So why are people only irate with one? Because they don't care about the other people. They only care about Ryan Garcia. That's crazy. And it's so funny. They wrongfully. You know why? Why Ryan Garcia did the hair test is because Canelo did a hair test. But his stupid ass didn't know that hair test isn't an effective way to detect the SARMs, selective androgen receptor modulators. That's not the best way to do it. The best way to do it, to test for it and detect it, is through urine analysis, which encompasses liquid chromatography and mass spectrometry. Why do I know this? It's not because I have a PhD in engineering or I'm a research scientist. It's because I can fucking read and I put the effort to try to know. I put in my due diligence. I'm very meticulous and thorough. I don't just feel something and just go with that feeling, because I'm not a young little child. I'm a grown-ass man. And I'm also smarter than you naysayers. So, but yeah, so he just, it's just funny, man. So, but yeah, so, oh yeah. And my further point was that Ryan Garcia tried to do the hair test because that hair test was enough to get Canelo off. But his dumb ass didn't know that Canelo was for clenbuterol, which is not a SARM. Ostarine is a SARM. Clenbuterol could be detected in your hair and could clear you for its presence or lack of presence. Ostarine won't show up in a hair test. And even if it does or doesn't, it's not enough to supersede the urine analysis, because the best form of detection is not undergone in hair test analysis. But it is, but they go through it on the urine analysis, which is when it was detected, and why the hair test was essentially nonsensical and insignificant and inconsequential. You would know that if you fucking read, but y'all don't read. Shout out to all my brothers and sisters and kings and queens out there reading. Yeah, man. Frank was like Tank was like Denzel when he was said, "You get your fucking hands off me, right?" To be hot, don't you fucking touch me. Yo, Tank was looking like a demon, boy. Fax was on Facebook the other day asking why nobody was fighting for Keyshawn Davis. Dub, like, thank you, Ty. Thank you, Ty. Tell him I am. I'm holding him accountable though. Thank you, Ty. You doing God's work, man. Hold these people accountable, man, because they don't care. That lets you know that they're just groupies. They don't really care about what's right or wrong. They just care about their favorite fighter. They're not a boxing fan. You're a boxing fan page. There's a difference. You're a boxer's fan page. You're not a boxing page or channel. You're a boxing fanboy, a boxer's fanboy channel. If we're being honest, the hair sample Canelo case is only the public opinion. He still served it. Yeah, right. So like I said, Ty, Canelo was never cleared. And I say this to say that, to emphasize my lack of bias, right? To demonstrate how unbiased I am. Canelo is literally one of my favorite fighters. I will tell you that he was never cleared for clenbuterol. It doesn't matter if he's my favorite or not. The truth is the truth. But he proved, he served 6 months, like you said, because he proved, it was initially 18 months, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me. It was initially 18 months, but he went to court and he proved that it was unintentional. That's why it got reduced to 6 months. And I think it was backdated. No, I think it got reduced to 3 months, Ty. Because I think that's why he was able to fight in, because I think he got caught with it in April. I think it ended up being reduced to 3 months, if I'm not mistaken, and it was even backdated from when they first caught it. That's why he was able to fight Triple G for the rematch in September. Remember, he fought in September that same year. So if I'm not mistaken, don't quote me though, like I could be wrong about that, but I believe it was reduced to 3 months even, and it was backdated from April. That's why he was able to fight in September of that same year. Yeah, he was never cleared of clenbuterol, you know. But they don't know that because they just think, oh, he wasn't suspended. He wasn't stripped of his belts. Alicia Bumgarner wasn't overturned. She wasn't stripped of her belt, so they weren't suspended. So they were found not guilty. No, dumbass. They were found not guilty of doing it purposefully. That's not the same thing. They didn't do it intentionally, because if they did it, if they cheated purposefully, that means their punishment would have been more severe. But since they still cheated, just not intentionally, they got a lesser punishment. They were never cleared of not cheating at all. So if you really read and you pay attention, then no one has ever said that they were cleared of not cheating. They're still guilty of cheating. They're just not guilty of cheating purposefully and intentionally. Those are two different things. Not cheating purposefully is not synonymous with not cheating at all. Stupid ass. He was immediately put on probation, but low-key the WC lobbied the Nevada State Athletic Commission to raise the allowable clenbuterol. Oh, yeah, maybe, yeah, hey. That I don't know. That I don't know. Yeah, they wanted that Triple G fight. Yeah, because they saw what the first one did. Yeah, I don't know about that. I missed that part. About them raising the levels. I didn't know about that. But I mean, that makes sense. He's the face of boxing. So, and he, I'm not sure if he was Triple G rematch. Yeah, he was definitely. He was the face of boxing then too. Definitely on his way. So yeah. Because I'll say Canelo became the face not only when Floyd retired, but also when he beat Julio Cesar Chavez. Because that's when he was definitively Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Excuse me. That's when he was definitively the face of Mexican boxing. But everybody with any common sense knew that Canelo was that guy anyway. But that just solidified it. We might have to simply do a Haiti versus Garcia rematch live, Dub says. Bro, we pulling up, Dub? What we doing? We pulling up? I ain't gonna lie, I can't pull up there solo. You see my comments when I make a video about the Osterine and stuff? I can't pull up their dolo. They might jump me. They might have me in the audience. You know when you watching a boxing fight and you see everybody in the crowd do this, they stand up and look, you know somebody fighting. They gonna have me in the crowd looking like this.
Get him up, let him get up, let him get up, let him get up. Fight back, fight back.
They gonna jump me. They said we seen all the posts about you, what you were saying about Ryan Garcia. His groupies gonna jump me and I'm gonna beat the hell out of every single one of them. You got me fucked up. I'll beat the hell out of every single one of them. Get you a press pass. Bro, you know what's crazy about that time? You know what's wild? Fight, yeah, they gonna have me in there like fight back, Dub. You know what's wild about that time? You know I had a press pass. That's how I met Floyd. I was actually at Floyd's party when I went to Vegas. That fight was the Manny Pacquiao Tim Bradley fight. I was actually in his suite and pause first. Let me clear that it was a party. It was a press party in his suite in the Tropicana. It was during the Pacquiao Bradley fight. I think it was the second fight. So let me pause. Ain't no Diddy things going on. Hold on now. So I wasn't just me in the suite. It was me and my homies, and that's a pause again. And
What?
That dude was there. Sugar Shane Mosley. I met Ishe Smith. It was dope, man. Roger Mayweather, of course. It was dope, man. J Leon Love. Yeah, because I actually had a press pass. I had a press pass, and this is, man, I wish I had my boxing channel. I wish I had the foresight to be doing my box. Bro, you see my intro, and my intro and my outro for my videos. Bro, I met Tommy Hitman Hearns. Excuse me. I met Leon Spinks. I had the pleasure of meeting him. I met Roy Jones, Evander Holyfield, Juan Manuel Marquez, Pacquiao. I got Pacquiao's autograph. I was in a limo with Pacquiao. That's why he's one of my favorite fighters, man. He's just dope. I met Sean Porter. I met Terence Crawford. Had his autograph. I have Sugar Shane Mosley's autograph. I have Zhu Ximing. You remember Zhu Ximing, Bentley? The Chinese fighter that was an Olympic gold medalist, I believe. I believe he medaled in the Beijing Olympics, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember which one it was, but yeah, Zhu Ximing. I met Ruslan Provatnikov. I have his autograph. Lucien Butte. I don't know if you remember Lucien Butte. Andre Ward. I have his autograph. Freddie Roach. I have his autograph. I met Dan Raphael. Bro, I can go on and go on. I met Tony Weeks. I interviewed Tony Weeks all because I had a press pass from a person at ESPN because I was at the fight and I saw him get up. I was like, man, where's that guy going? He got up and he was moving deliberately. You know when someone's moving deliberately, like they got somewhere to go or somewhere to be? So I walked up behind him. I said, hey, I told my homies, I said, hey, I'll be right back. Let me go by myself because I want to get, you know what I'm saying? I'm black. You know, I know how I look. You know, I'm smart and a college boy, but, you know, I'm talking about got a little muscle on me and I might look a little threatening to the suburban, you know what I'm saying, the suburban America. You know, so I was like, let me go by myself. I went to him. I said, hey, man. I said, bro, are you leaving? It was a dope. It was a Hispanic dude too. He's like, yeah, man. I said, bro, I noticed you have a press pass. I said, I know this may be asking a lot. I know you don't know me, but I was like, man, you know, me and my homies, we traveled all the way from Florida to Las Vegas. We're just pugilist enthusiasts, man, huge fight fans. And it'll be very dope if you leave it, if I can get your press pass that you're not gonna use it anymore. He said, yeah, man, no problem. He was an ESPN press pass. Bro, we got into every after party, every suite. We got into backstage, everywhere, bro. And it was so dope because, bro, they're very lax. When you have a press pass, I don't know if it's still like this now because, you know, all the mass shootings and stuff like that, and unfortunately, and like COVID and stuff like that, they might be a little more, what's the word? They might be a little more strict, right? But bro, they let me do plus however, because it was me and four of my homies. They let me do +4. They had no question. I just showed my press pass. I put my name down. They ain't asked me like, you know what I'm saying? The press pass didn't have like no ID on it. It was just said ESPN press pass. And I put my name down and they asked, how many people are with you? I'd be like, +4. I guess because they're accounting for the people that like, you know, hold the equipment, the cameraman, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was dope, man. So yeah, bro. And that was years. You know, I just started my boxing channel in December 2023. So my boxing channel been what, 7 months old. So we had a lot of growth in 7 months. I want more. You know, I want faster growth, but I thank God for that, and I thank y'all for the support. But yeah, man, I wish I would have had all this stuff from. I had an interview with Dan Raphael, interview with Tony Weeks. Who else? I know I'm missing some people. God forgive me for the people I didn't name that I met. I met so many people, man. I said Roy Jones. I met Miguel Cotto. There's so many people. I was actually on the same plane as Juan Manuel Marquez. It was dope, man. Wait, never mind. You said Sugar Shane, he a freaky ass go. That's crazy. Oh, speaking of Golden, I met B-Hop. Met Jamie Foxx. I met Lennox Lewis. How could I forget my favorite heavyweight of all time? I met Lennox Lewis. Lennox the Lion Lewis. I met so many people, bro. I was on the set of, remember Sports Nation? I got my Sports Nation glasses from when Marcellus Wiley, Max Kellerman, and what's the white chick's name? Michelle Beadle. I was on the set of that. I was actually on the set of First Take where it was Stephen A. Smith and Carrie Champion. Met her, got a picture with her. And I can't remember who else was there. Who was hosting first. It wasn't Skip at that time. I don't think Max Kellerman was a guest too, but he wasn't a full time yet before Stephen A. Smith dismissed him. This is what I call Ryan fanboys. Yeah, Crow. It's crazy. I met Holyfield at the Hard Rock. Cool ass dude, man. I was the only one who recognized him too. Yeah. A lot of people don't be recognizing these. You'll be surprised how many people don't recognize. Oh, I met Mike Tyson too. Yeah, I have a picture. You see my my intro, man. I be having all the fighters on there. I don't have all the pictures, but if you look closely at my intro, you'll see like Tommy Hearns, Thomas Hitman Hearns. You'll see Terence Crawford on there with my boy. I took a picture. You know, you'll see I think I have by Evander Holyfield up there. I met Zab Judah, got a picture with him. I said Sean Porter. I met Sergio Mora as well. So yeah, I met a lot of fighters, man. Sergio Mora and Sean Porter thought I was a fighter. They said, "Bro, you a boxer?" Floyd did too. That was crazy. My homeboy was like, "Man, you don't see Floyd sizing you up?" I said, "No." I said, "Man, I'm just so happy, you know, to see him and stuff like that." Besides, you have to go because that's funny because that was the biggest compliment. Sergio Mora and Sean Porter thought I was a professional boxer because I was just so in shape. Because I was boxing at the time, but I was like, "Nah, man, I'm just in college, man. But I do box amateurly." Sergio Mora was like, "Man, he said, never give up on your dream, man." He said, "I never seen you fight, but you have the physique." He was like, what weight class you fight at? I told him 140. He said, "Oh, man, you're tall." He said, "You're my height." And I fight at middleweight. He said, "Man, just keep going, man." That's one of my regrets, man. I regret not keep going with boxing, man. I regret that. You shouldn't have any regrets in life, you know. Everything happens for a reason, but I was going for it. I was boxing up until my master's. Then once I decided to go for my PhD, you know, I failed my qualifying exam because you only get 2 chances to pass your qualifying exam. It's what allows you to be classified or determined as a legitimate PhD candidate. When you're a legitimate PhD candidate, that means that you're actually, they approve and accept the novelty of your research, and you're officially on your way to, they let you proceed to keep going to get your doctorate. You know what I'm saying? So you have to pass tests. You have to pass a test to take another test. So in order to be a PhD candidate, you have to pass what's called a qualifying exam. And you only get 2 times. Every university is different. Every program is different. But in my program specifically, they're very strict and critical of who they allow in their program. So you only get 2 chances to pass it. If you not only, it's so strict that if you fail it the first time, you get another chance. Of course, you get 2 times. But if you fail it the second time, you don't get another chance to try. You cannot pursue your PhD at my university anymore if you fail it twice. So that means that they said that, hey, ain't no second chances, bro. Ain't no third chances. You have, if you want to continue for your PhD, you either have to switch majors or you have to go to another university that will accept your credits and you know what I'm saying, another accredited university and stuff like that. So engineering is very strict, man. A lot of engineering qualifying exams are very difficult. But yeah, I passed. So the first time I failed it, I was boxing. I was doing, you know what I'm saying, and doing school, and then, you know, also working and stuff like that, tutoring and stuff like that too. So I was like, man, I said, if I'm going to be serious about this PhD, I can't do boxing because, you know, it's just taking too much of my time. So that's when I stopped boxing. The fans would hate you. Oh, you know the fans would have hated me. I'd have been telling everybody to suck me. Oh boy, that's why I told bro. God knows. Bro, I hope God has a plan for me to get big, clone. I hope God has a plan for me to get, be not only the biggest boxing channel, but hell, the biggest channel on YouTube, and then that thing transcends to other endeavors. But boy, y'all lucky I'm not big. Cause I be telling everybody and they itchy gritchy grandmama to suck me. I don't care what they say. If I was Tank, oh bro, I'd have slapped about 4 or 5 bitches already. And I'm rich too. Oh yeah, 50,000, that's nothing. We could settle outside the court. I'm gonna slap the shit out your ass on camera. We gonna settle. But you gotta still let me keep this footage. I'm gonna put that shit on my intro. I'd have slapped the shit out of all my naysayers and told all of them to suck me slowly. A lot of a list. Yeah, man, I met a lot of fighters, man. I met a lot of people, man. And that's not even talking about that. That's just in the boxing realm, Bentley. I ain't even tell you about I met Jermaine O'Neal. But when you go to Vegas, if you ever been to Vegas, if you haven't, man, you should go because it's just the atmosphere, man. Especially on fight week. Bro, I met Kim Kardashian's mama. I don't remember her name. I met some porn stars out there that I recognize, you know. And I met shit. I actually got it in with a porn star too, but she can keep it on the low. But yeah, what I call it, that's another story. That's another story. But yeah, I met John Randall. That's a Hall of Fame football player. Bro, there's so many people, actors and actresses. I was just in the boxing round. I met a lot of people. You talking about just famous people? Yeah. I met Big Tigger off BT, Big Tigger in the basement. Yo, I met Mike back when he was rocking the Koofy. Oh, with the Koofy. Okay, Ty. Now you as a boxer, you would just talk trash and teabag. Facts. I teabag some, bro. I knock him out and I straight teabag them. They after I beat them up, they go on to fight me again after the fight, and they gonna get beat up again. The fans will hate you, facts, and I would embrace that because I know ain't nobody gonna do nothing about it. Bro, that's why I say we gotta respect these fighters because a lot of these fighters they take a lot of trash talk from a lot of people that would not even they would beat the hell up easily with one hand behind their back. That's why I don't talk crap when I go to boxing or MMA. I sit so close to all kinds of fighters or close that I sat next to Trout once. Oh yeah, smart Christian guy. Yeah, I rock with Austin Trout, no doubt Trout. That's a fact. Arnold said, I lived in Clewiston, Florida, Montour Ranch. Oh, yeah? When Cabacho lived there. Wow. He was a quiet dude. Rest in peace, Cabacho, man. That was in the late 80s. I learned how to hunt wild pigs. That's what's up, man. That's dope. He'd be out there talking about that's why your mama on the corner. Facts. All that. And some more shit. Yeah, Vegas, you never know who you're going to... Yeah, facts. Especially during fight week or some event. Yeah. Boy was out there making taste freaky. No Diddy. Nah. I got it in. No Diddy because it was voluntary and it was consensual. And wasn't no abuse involved. Oh, I definitely got it in. As there's a God above, you know, you don't never lie on your meat work. I won't tell you what porn star it is. She wasn't a big porn star. I shouldn't even say a porn star. She wasn't a porn star. Because a porn star acts like, you know, like a movie star, but she was in movies. She was in pornos. And she had some pretty popular scenes too. Yes, sir. It was a Hispanic chick. That's all McGee. And it's so funny. I was actually on YouTube and I saw her on a YouTube video. You know them channels that be like interviewing and broadcasting like, you know, porn stars. I actually saw her randomly like 3 days ago on YouTube. But this is a long time ago. This is like, damn, it's probably like a decade ago now. I was in my late 20s. You know, I was a kid. Mike had the whole gym shook. I was walking there talking about shadow boxing. Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. I'll be right back. Let me go grab another water, man. I'm gonna run these ads real quick. Consider becoming a member, man, to the best boxing channel that's unheard of on YouTube right now. What's it called? The YTC YouTube community. Go check out the boxing channel, man. Consider becoming a member, man.
Yo, it's Dr. Boxer Talk. Y'all know what it is, man. We in the building, man. The doctor's in the house. I just want to thank y'all for real, man, for the bottom of my heart, you know. For even considering becoming a member, you know, and just want to let you know how much it means to me. You know, that support means a whole lot, man. You know, I always thank God and I always keep it real, you know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that y'all appreciate the authenticity and me being genuine with all my boxing takes, you know what I'm saying? I have my PhD in engineering. You know, yes, I'm really a doctor, which is just an example and a testimony to how we keep everything real, to keep everything funky, man. And y'all appreciate that. So that really goes a long way to me, you know, and that support goes a long way to keep the lights on, man, and all that stuff. So without that support, I wouldn't be able to do these videos. You know, I left a lot of money on the table, you know, to pursue my dream of content creation, especially in the boxing realm, in the boxing space, as opposed to going and getting a job in industry or academia and making money using my degrees. You know, I decided to chase my dreams, you know what I'm saying? And I just took a leap of faith and you know, and put God first. And you know, I give y'all genuine takes, and y'all really appreciate that. So that means a whole lot to me. I'm not gonna keep you up any longer. I'm not gonna hold you up any longer. But I just want to say thank you for considering being a member, because without y'all, then this channel wouldn't be nothing. You know what I'm saying? Without that support. And this is what y'all do too, right here, man. You see these big monsters right here? You see these monsters right here? That's Bandit right there, and that's Kimber, man. They eat a whole lot. You know what I'm talking about? So. That helps put food on their plate and mine too, you know. So thank y'all, man. Big salute. Love y'all. Remember, with God, we can do anything. Without God, we are nothing. I appreciate the members, man. Thank you.
From the hood. I'm back. Bentley said, how much you pay? You know what's crazy, Bentley? I know it's hard to believe, but as there's a God above, I ain't lying. I wouldn't, you know, I definitely wouldn't lie on my meat work. That's forbidden. I really don't even talk about my meat work like that, but I definitely wouldn't lie on it. You know what's crazy, Bentley? She hollered at me. Like I said, I didn't recognize her. She wasn't, you know, it's funny because she thought, because, you know, I wear a lot of jewelry. Like I like jewelry. And so like when I'm streaming, I don't have it on, but I have like, I don't know, like 3 or 4 rings. And then I have like 2 bracelets and a watch and stuff like that. And then, you know, I'll be having my hat on, and there's a God above, right? If I was, my boy could tell you and validate this story. Doc Capart, who comes to the stream, he jumped on the live before. I think you've seen him as a guest before. He could validate that he was with me. Like I said, his son is my godson. But she thought I was a pimp. Bro, she thought I was a pimp. And yeah, and I was like, nah, I ain't no pimp. And she was like, oh, you cute and all this other stuff. She's like, what you do? What you out here? What she at? She said football player. And I was like, no, I ain't no pimp or no football player. I said, man, I'm just in school, you know. I'm just out here watching the, you know, 'cause I'm not a liar, bro. I don't lie on nothing, man. I don't know. I can never fake it the phone, man. I always gotta keep it 100. So I said, no, I was just out here, you know, with the homies out here to watch the boxing fight. She was like, oh, really? I was like, yeah. She's like, well, it's my birthday, you know. I'm just trying to, you know, I just want to party with you. I said, huh? And she's like, yeah, I want to party with her and her. It was her and her friend that she called her sister, you know. And if I was really something, I should have got both of them, you know, but yeah, it was just one. So she was like, oh, I'll hit you up later, you know. I was like, all right, bet, because I had to go. I'd be really about the boxing, bro, because there was something going on, you know. It was I remember she saw me in the MGM, and they had the ring out there, and they had the line out there, and I remember we saw, we were going on our way to like a press conference or something, so I was like, man, you know, I'll let you chop it up with you, but I'm here for boxing. I got to go to this press conference, you know. And she was like, well, Dad, take my number. I said, all right. I said, you know what? I said, you take my number. I said, so I know that you for real, you gonna hit me up. And she was like, all right, bet I will. I said, yeah. I said, all right, we'll see. So I went to the press conference, and she hit me up. And later that night, she hit me up, and you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, you know what I'm talking about? I should have got a sister, and then the next day she hit me up. And then when I told her I was leaving, she hit me up months later talking about she wanted to come down to Miami. I said, I'm not in Miami. I'm in Florida. I ain't in Miami. And you know, when you're not from Florida, everybody thinks that it's like Illinois, right? If you're not from Illinois, you think everything in Illinois is Chicago. So when people talk about Florida, they think everything in Florida is Miami. So she's like, I'm coming to Miami, you know, I want to meet up. I said, girl, I ain't no damn Miami. She's like, can she stay with me? I said, girl, you know how far I live from Miami? Plus I had a girl at the top too. So I was like, hey. I live 6 hours from Miami. Bentley don't believe you. Hey, it is what it is, man. You know what I'm talking about? Some people can't relate. I don't blame. If I was you, I wouldn't believe me either. You feel me? But you stick with me, Bentley. You gonna get right too. You know what I'm saying? Some of that pimping to rub off on you. You know what I'm saying? Just my aura. You feel me? I showed up to Vegas with the with the bro, but I didn't believe her, and she showed me like some of the flicks, and then you know my homeboys, they thirsty. Let me see, bro. Let me see that. She bullshit. She ain't on no. And I showed them. Hey Ty, I'm this. You know. I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is bad. But I know, of course, if you sometimes you become acclimated with some of the porn stars, right? And then I remember, because I'm from Florida, I remember one of these porn stars had a beef with Rick Ross. Remember? And it was Brian Pumper. I don't know if you remember who Brian Pumper is, but she has a scene with Brian Pumper. Brian, there's a God above. I'm not lying. So she has a scene with Brian Pumper. So she wasn't. So she was featured in some pretty big flicks, but she ain't like, I don't know, like Roxy Reynolds or Sky Black or Lana Rhodes or something. She ain't no big pornographic actress like that, but she was big enough to be in some real, crack a day. Well. Well, okay, that's it, man. On my sexcapades, man. Hey, yo, chill out, bro. Chill out, bro. Yeah, she was definitely in the flick with Brian Pumper. I seen her, I was like, hey. That look good.
Oh, that look good.
If you know, you know. Like an egg on shit. Yes, I know it. Bro, you wildin', bro. Oh, you imagine if it was like Jayla Fox, though? Oh, boy. Boy. I might have moved to Miami. Hey, you talking about? No, I'm playing. But yeah, man, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. That's a fact or not. You never, bro, that's really what it is, bro. That's why you just got to pray no matter what your situation is, man. I'm not trying to preach to nobody. But no matter what your situation is, man, no matter what your situation is, man, you never know when it could just turn for you, bro. Like, bro, and look at boxing, Arnaldo. Whether you agree with it or not, I'm not talking about you, but anybody, whether you agree with it or not, bro, if you listen to people said that the win was not going to get turned. Everybody's an expert on the internet, right? When I said that the win is probably going to get overturned, people used to hate on me. People were saying all this. Go look at my videos. Before the actual ruling came out, I said this weeks before. Because I did my research. I'm not saying that it should be. I'm not saying it's going to be. But if he's guilty of this and he tested positive, I said more likely than not, it's going to be overturned. And everybody was saying it wasn't going to get overturned. Devin Haney was probably in the pits, you know what I'm saying, sad and shit. And then one day it just flipped and he got his zero back. You know what I'm saying? He woke up and got his zero back. So the world could be against you. It don't matter what's against you. No matter what you're going through, how low you are, how far in the depths you are. Bro, for every valley, there's peaks. There's a peak too. You know what I'm saying? For every cloudy day, there's a sunny day, bro. For every frown, there's a smile, bro. You know what I'm talking about? So for every down, there's a up. And a lot of times, if I believe in the balance, universal balance, man. I believe in, number one, I believe in God and I believe in divine intervention. But, you know, I believe in miracles, stuff like that. But I do also believe in like karma to an extent that, not that good things don't happen to bad people or vice versa, bad things happen to good people, yes. But the totality of it. I feel like if you're a good person, then the majority of things that happen to you are also going to be good. That don't mean you're not going to have some shitty ass times. That don't mean you ain't going to have some extremely low times. But if you remain in the faith, man, God wants good for us. You know what I'm talking about? So you just never know. Like, I know I kind of went off on the deep end, but yeah, you never know what you're gonna get, bro. You could go to sleep. You could get put to sleep like Devin Haney. You could go to sleep voluntarily or get put to sleep involuntarily. Damn near. I know it's a decision, but get put to sleep like Devin Haney, and then wake up, and then you're undefeated again. You know what I'm talking about? You could you never know, man. You could be on top of the world. You know what I'm talking about? And live in a castle, bro. Be a king. And then tomorrow, everything that you worked for is gone. And then now, you in a cave. Does that mean you're not a king? Does a castle make you a king? I'd hate to tell you, bro, but every king ain't in the castle. And everybody in the castle ain't a king. So, sometimes the king got to go to the cave. If you read the Bible, man, hey, David was on the run from Saul. That same David put a slingshot to Goliath's head top. He beat the strongest, biggest warrior out there with a slingshot, with a child's toy. You know what I'm saying? And the same David, he had to run from Saul. He was on the run. You know what I'm saying? So there's just trials and tribulations we go through life, man. You just gotta have the mental fortitude and the more importantly, the belief, man. Faith is belief in what is not seen, man. You gotta have faith, man, in our Father, and you're gonna see us through, man. You have faith in God, bro. Can't nothing bring you down. That's why I be going through shit all the time, bro. I told you, just you wouldn't even know. Just two or 3 days, my mom just got out of the hospital. I just prayed and I believed in God, you know. Y'all didn't even know until I said it. And shout out to Illuminati. I think his daughter was in the hospital too. You never know, man. Somebody could have cancer, wake up and be cancer. Look at Danny Jacobs. The man got knocked out, and then he was diagnosed with some bone cancer, and he overcame that. He has a boxing match coming up next week. You never know what God will do for you, man. You never know, man. I thought inconclusive. I was wrong. Wait, what you talking about? You thought what was inconclusive? We call it invisible ass whooping. Right, Dub. 15 years hiding in the cave. Talk to him, Bentley. You know what I'm talking about. Never question God. Facts. You never know how long. Sometimes you may have to go through a long drought, man. You know what I'm saying? So some people's drought may be a couple days, a couple weeks. Some people might be a couple years. You know what I'm saying? Look at Job. Look how long Job was in trouble for. His homies had to come and try to talk him out of it. But, hey, man, you know, God's here for you, but it was a test. And then he passed that test and he was restored. You know what I'm saying? You never know what you got to go through, man. But it's up to you to believe in whatever you believe in. That's a fact, Billy. Never question God. Shit, when I used to bring up to hear Albright getting that L off his record in Texas, like on tour, people said I was capping. Ryan Fields like nobody cares about that because that's bro, Ty. They're telling you right there. That's why nobody cares, and that's the problem right there. It's not they're not mad at the result. Well, they are, but they're just mad because it's happened to Ryan Garcia. They think they're mad at the result. No, you're not mad at the result because if you're mad at the result, you would know that the same result happened to other people. But they said it right there. They don't care about Keyshawn, meaning they don't care about the result. They don't care about what transpired. They don't care about what led to get there. So even now, they don't care about the result or what happened. They just care that it happened to Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. That's it, bro. They just told you, Ty. Nobody cares about that Keyshawn Davis tested for positive for another banned substance that is not a PED in marijuana. But the fact that it's a banned substance, it doesn't matter. So look, so when people say, oh, the Austrian, it wasn't a level enough. Everybody's a doctor and a toxicologist now. It wasn't to a level that was of any consequence. It didn't matter. It wouldn't have mattered anyway. You know what else doesn't matter? Fucking marijuana. That definitely doesn't matter. That's definitely not a PED. But it doesn't matter if it's a PED or not because that's not the only thing that can be a banned substance. It doesn't matter how much it enhanced your performance. It matters that it was banned. It's just that Osterine, the substance that is banned, also happens to be a PED, which is even more dangerous than marijuana. But Keyshawn tested positive for marijuana in Texas, and that's banned in Texas as an athletic competitor. Which is why when he tested positive for the fight against Naoya Inoue, it was overturned from a majority decision win for Keyshawn to a no contest at all. And that's why people who are surprised about this ruling with Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney is because they don't know that. But you know why they don't know that? It's not because they're not smart enough. It's not because it's oblivious to them. It's not because it's even unbeknownst to them. It's because, like Ty just said right there, what they openly admitted, they don't care. Because they don't care about Keyshawn or Naoya Inoue. The only reason why they care about what's going on right now is because they care about Ryan Garcia or they don't care about Devin Haney. That's it. And that shit is fugazi, bro. That shit is fugazi and weak as hell. Garcia versus Haney, no contest, is a visible ass. It's an invisible ass whooping, no contest. Yeah, man. So that, if you listen to people long enough, they will tell you, bro. The truth exposes itself. Just let people talk long enough, and you'll see where their heart's really at. Somebody said that it had nothing to do with PEDs. If he had his suspension, the year suspension that he has is inclusive of him being randomly tested for banned substances. So if his suspension and his settlement ain't got nothing to do with PED use, why the hell would they be randomly testing him sporadically throughout the duration of his suspension? You tell me that, smart guy. Explain that to me. So it wasn't because of PEDs. Had nothing to do with the suspension. So let's say maybe he got suspended because, I don't know, he wore blue shorts. I don't know, or a blue mouthpiece, whatever it was. Maybe he got suspended because he wore a blue mouthpiece. So why the hell are they testing him randomly for the duration of his year suspension? I didn't know people were worried about. I didn't know you had to test somebody to make sure they don't put in a blue mouthpiece. So dumb. Anyway. Oh, man. If that his biggest mistake was trying to appease the fan base, I was never going to rock with him. He should have stuck to his boring out boxer style. Yes. That jumping into the pocket looking for a knockout. Facts, Ty. But, like I said, even with that, I still think that Ryan Garcia wins. That's number one. But number two, yes, you got to be true to yourself. But you know why? That's the part I blame Devin Haney for. I blame the fact that Devin Haney didn't take him seriously. Which it doesn't matter because he still had the PED. This doesn't change the PED, so I want to be very clear with that. But I'm saying I do blame him for not taking it seriously, and this is why I didn't really care for it. I always blamed him for trying to replicate Floyd Mayweather. Just be you, bro. Don't worry about being the best. Don't worry about being better than Floyd Mayweather. Just be the best you, and the best you is better than anybody or anything. That goes for everybody, not just Devin Haney. You don't worry about being the next Mayweather or the next Gervonta Davis or the next Lomachenko or the next Tyson Fury or the next Tank or the next, I said Gervonta Davis and Tank, my bad, or Ryan Garcia. Don't worry about being the next or being the next Michael Jordan. Be the best you, and being the best you is better than anything. And that goes for any, whether you're a scholar in academics, whether you try to be a CEO or you are a CEO, whether you go for a business owner, whatever it is, you're a family man, a father, a mother, whatever you are, singer, whatever, actor, actress. It doesn't matter. Just be the best you, and that's good. That's good enough. We're all good enough. But all of us don't realize that. And I struggle realizing that too, to be honest. Bro, you know, like, bro, I'm gonna be honest, like, bro, Sometimes, bro, there's videos I made or started making and I didn't put it out because I was like, man, I don't even want the backlash, bro. Because I was like, dang, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm doing all this and I'm wrong. But I was just thinking that because I was hearing all the dummies and the noise from the idiots. So that's why just be in tune with yourself. I thought about making a video about the Keyshawn Davis, Yahir Albright, Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, and Alicia Bumgarner and her opponent, and Canelo and Triple G rematch, and Julio Cesar Martinez and Cardova. I was gonna make a video about the comparison and contrast of those situations when it comes to doping and suspensions, but I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, I'm still thinking about it just to educate people. But at the same time, man, people, like you said, it's not that people don't know; it's that they don't want to know. So it's like I don't even know if I want to waste my time. I mean, I know I do it for my channel growth and stuff like that too. But a video like that would take a lot of time because I would put all the references in it, and I always do my best anyway. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't even think it's worth it because honestly, I'm tired of talking about it. That shit's annoying. Like I don't watch boxing for that. I think it's very like to a certain extent. If you keep on no matter what side you're on or no matter what you're doing, you're contributing to it, right? So you're at some point you're kind of part of the circus, and that's how I feel. Like the more I pay attention to this, that's why I'm not gonna do a video on what Ryan Garcia said that he tested that the tests were fake or something like that. I'm not doing a video on that, not because it will get views. That's the biggest thing. It will get a lot of views, you know, for my channel. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not even subscribing to that, bro. Now if something official comes out, like if you know Mike Coppinger from ESPN or New York State Athletic Commission has a representative that makes a statement, then yeah, I'll make a video on it. But I'm not just gonna go off of what Ryan Garcia says because Ryan Garcia said a lot of shit. I frankly don't give a fuck. The Devin that fought Regis was actually good, but what the fuck happened with the Ryan fight? Yeah, like Ty said, is because he tried to go in there and prove a point. And then was either box Ryan was never cutting in the ring off. I wasn't gonna get that hook off. Yeah, facts. But I don't, like I said, I don't want to, like I said, I'm not against Ryan. So I don't want to discredit him either because like I told you, Ty, I put money on Ryan because I believed Devin Haney when he said he didn't take him seriously, and I believed that Ryan was fast enough and big enough and strong enough to get to him. So if you're asking me, I don't even think that would have beat Ryan Garcia, what you just said. But that was his best chance, was to be the best version of Devin Haney. But like I told you, I put money on him, and that is not because I had some inside information that he was cheating. So I'm one of the ones that really like Ryan Garcia. I'm just not infatuated with him and in love with him like these goofies, you know. So if he cheated, he cheated. But yeah, so I actually believe that Ryan Garcia would still beat the Devin Haney that tried to outbox him. But it would have been a much more competitive fight, and Devin Haney, that's the best chance you would have won. So I wasn't like, oh, I 1,000% know Ryan Garcia is gonna beat him. No, I thought Devin Haney was gonna win. But number one, he was enough of the underdog for me to find it worth it to put money on him. And number two, I thought that he had a decent chance of winning because of their amateur background. So that's the part I would refute right there. I think in their amateurs, I think it would be harder for Devin Haney to beat Devin Haney because their familiarity with each other. But that still would have been his best option. But I still think that Ryan Garcia would have been like, hey man, I like my chances to take your punches, and I like your chances to get hurt by my punches. So LeBron legacy. How would this affect LeBron legacy? No, we could talk about it. I don't mind. That's what I'm saying. I'm just not gonna go out my way to talk. I don't mind talking about it, but it's still part of boxing. You know, it's the biggest news in boxing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gang banging against it, but I'm not gonna go out my way to, you know what I'm saying? Like you saw the videos I made before. Like I made that song debunking the hair follicle test, superseding the urine analysis. I made that video. I made a song, that ether song over the Nas ether beat, ether and fake news. And I made another video with the Pascal Kintz, the toxicologist, the expert in toxicology and urine analysis and hair tests that they sent it to, showing his article of why it doesn't supersede the urine analysis when it comes to detection of SARMs, Austrian and other SARMs. And I made another video about it too. I can't remember, about saying why it would be overturned and why I think it would be overturned. And you know, so that was me going on my way. And those videos took a little minute, man. And I ain't got time. Keno said Devin risked CTE to get his undefeated record, but I'm telling you, Regis finna get worked over there. I think I got Jack Catterall. I got Jack Catterall beating Regis. I like Regis. I would like to see Regis win. Like Ruguru, I like him, but I like Jack Catterall too. So I don't really have a horse in that race, but I like Regis a little more. So I'll be rooting for Regis. But if I'm going to bet money on it, which I don't think I will, because I think Jack Catterall will be the favorite. It depends. If Regis is a major underdog, then I might put some money on it. But unless he's a major underdog, I want to put money on it because I think Jack Catterall is going to win. He said, poor Devin. He risked CTE. I mean, hey, man. I'm just confused on why Devin Stress Garcia only got a left foot bone. Yeah, exactly. That part, clone. That part. That's a good question. We might have to pretend we didn't see that. Right. All right, man. All right, Dub. All right, Dub, you wildin', bro. You wildin', Dub.
All right.
You wildin'.
I'm putting cases on all you bitches.
Dub, you wildin' now. Chill out, bro. Regis style is horrible. It's not the best, but it works for him, though. He was a champion, man. He's a good fighter. I just think Jack Catterall is better, but yeah, we'll see. They passing on Regis like Stockton. I agree. Regis is I don't like this fight for Regis. I mean, I like it because if he wins, he's right back in the mix, but I don't like it stylistically. But at the same time, who at 140 would I favor Regis at right now? That's a contender or a champion, you know. I think Regis Prograis, his best stylistically, I think that's a champion right now at 140. He might fare the best against Isak Pitbull Cruz, even though I would still pick Isak. But I think stylistically that would be the best for him because they could meet in the middle. They're both aggressive. And I think that Regis would probably hit harder than Isak, and Isak's going to be there to be hit. But a slick fighter like Catterall, he's not the slickest, but he's slick enough. Teofimo, who's explosive and athletic, I don't really foresee him beating those guys. Like even Sandor Martin versus Regis Prograis, I don't know if he beats it. Even Alberto Puello, I think probably beats Regis. I think Gary Antoine Russell probably beats Regis. So Regis is a good fighter, but I'm trying to think of anybody at 140 that's a contender that I would lean towards Regis. I think he should be Arnold Barbosa Jr. I would lean towards Regis on that, but Arnold Barbosa, I feel like he's overrated. He's just a guy that comes forward and he's very predictable and he just tries to out tough you. He gets hit a lot, so I think Arnold Barbosa will beat him. I mean, I think Regis Prograis will beat him, but I don't know. Like, I would lean towards Jermaine Ortiz. Like everybody at 140 that's like a contender or a champion, I would lean towards them. Like Subaru Matias, I lean towards. Yeah, the only person I think I would give Regis Prograis a chance against is probably like Arnold Barbosa Jr. Because I don't think he's that good. And then I think his best chance of the champions is against Isak. Lunges are wide open, yeah. I mean, I don't mind that. It works for him, so you know what I'm saying? It's not like he's, like I said, it's not like he's been doing that and he's been unsuccessful, right? He was a champion, you know. We got to keep that in mind as well. Regis like Sean Porter, C+ fight. That's crazy. You're disrespectful. No way you just said that. Nah, you're disrespectful, Bentley.
Here you go. Oh, shit.
You're disrespectful.
Yeah, I'm tired of that. It was so disrespectful.
Nah, yeah, you're disrespectful, bro. Shout out to Regis. Regis is good. He's not as good as Sean Porter. Stop it. And the fact you just call Sean Porter a C+ fighter is crazy. That's crazy. So who's an A? Who's an A fighter? Fuck that. Who's a B fighter? You disrespectful. Regis better hope it's not a late weigh-in because let's be honest, he said a lot of the other fighters being big, but 140 is an easy cut for him. We see him missing. Yeah, facts. We seen him missing meals. Facts. Oh, Rougarou. This man said Sean Porter. That's crazy. Sean Porter is at the very least a fighter. Tell me one top dog Sean beat. Who's not a top dog? Who's not a top dog? You have to be the top dog to be so in order to not be a C fighter, you have to be the top dog. So if a top dog is a A fighter, what is the top dog? S or A? I don't know. I'm asking. I don't know your scale, Bentley. Is your scale S or does it go to S like C B A S or are you saying A is top dog? I before I answer, I want to know, and then I'll let you know. Exactly, Ty. That's where I'm going. But I'm gonna let him get there. I'm gonna let him lead me there first. I don't want to assume. So yeah, what is your? Are you calling A level the top, or do you go to S? I'm not being funny either. I'm not being condescending. I'm actually asking so I could address your question. Because I already have a top dog in mind, but I'm just curious. when he was ever top 5 ranked in his division. See, well, you're still not answering the question, bro. Can you please answer the question? Is A or S? You said when was he ever ranked top 5 in his division? I mean, I can answer that too. When he was champion. That's when. What kind of question is that? You know, Sean Porter's a former champion, right? So him being a champion means that he's even better than being ranked, because champions are above ranks. So when he was a champion, to answer your question, I'm still waiting for you to answer A or S, bro. No, don't say that, Ty. Don't help him out, bro. I'm about to kill him. Don't help him out. I'm about to kill him. I'm just waiting for him to answer my question. It's because Sean Porter's a C-level fighter. So I followed his career, yes. Okay, he's answering the question. So I'm gonna just say that so A-level is the top. You're calling him a C-level fighter. So Andre Berto, what is he? He's a former champion. Sean Porter beat him. Danny Swift Garcia, who's DG, who Ty's talking about. He was a former champion. Sean Porter beat him. So what is he? Is he anything less than an A-level fighter? What about Adrian Broner? Adrian Broner. He was a champion too. In fact, Adrian Broner was if I'm not mistaken, he's a three division champion. Or is it 4 division champion? Sean Porter beat him. Is he a C-level fighter? What about Devin Alexander? Is he a C-level fighter? Oh, speaking of Adrian Broner, what about Paulie Malignaggi? Paulie Malignaggi is a former champion. Sean Porter beat him. In fact, Sean Porter only lost to Keith Thurman. He only lost to Terence Crawford. He only lost to Errol Spence. And he has 4 losses, right? And Kell Brook. You know what everybody I just named has in common? Champion, 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 champion. You know what else 2 of those 4 champions have in common? Errol Spence, pound for pound best. Terence Crawford, pound for pound best right now to this day. Still. So how can you be a C-level fighter if the only people that beat you, half of them were on the pound for pound list and all 4 of them were champions? Come on, bro. You're disrespectful, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't even mention Julio Diaz. You're disrespectful, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Now he barely beat him. Now first he didn't beat anybody. Now he barely beat somebody. I don't care if he barely beat him. I don't care if he beat him with a long dick. I don't care if he beat him. I don't keep pause. Hey yo. I don't care what he beat him with. Hey yo. I don't care what he beat him with. He beat him. Now we judging types of calibers of win. Come on, bro. A win's a win, bro. We talking about boxing, man. We talking about boxing, man. Naoya Inoue barely beat Nonito Donaire the first time. Stop it. Don't you give him credit for beating the Filipino Flash? I know I do. I thought that was a great win, whether it was barely or not. The first time they fought, he barely beat Donaire. Are you saying that wasn't a good win because he barely beat Donaire? Donaire's are great. It don't matter. I just don't like his style. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that, Bentley. But don't say that he's a C fighter. That's crazy. That's disrespectful. Mr. About Burger. That's crazy. He called him Mr. About Burgers, bro. Don't do my boy AB like that. Shaw barely beat Danny first or lost to Thurman. But yeah, I named that. That's what I said. I said he lost to Spence Thurman and Bud. And he lost to Kell Brook too, but they're all champions, bro. We gotta stop knocking people who lost to champions. It ain't like he lost to, I don't know, like it's not like he lost to no disrespect, but it's not like he lost to somebody who we barely heard of. Like Aesop Pitbull Cruz. Don't you like? I don't know if you like him. I'm asking. I'm asking, Belly. Do you like Aesop Pitbull Cruz? Aesop Pitbull Cruz he has 2 losses. You know, we only talk about his tank loss, but he lost to somebody we don't know. Sean Porter don't have any losses to anybody we don't know. No disrespect, but even my boy Pacquiao. Pacquiao's one of my favorite fighters. You know that. Pacquiao has some losses to people that we don't know. So everybody messes up, player. You know what I'm talking about? Sean Porter, when he messed up against champions. He didn't mess up against people we don't know. So there's something to be said about that. Yeah, he may have came up short 4 times, but all 4 times he came up short to people who are champions. It ain't like he came up short to Andy Ruiz like Anthony Joshua did. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to Andy Ruiz, but Anthony Joshua shouldn't have lost to Andy Ruiz. Sean Porter don't have no slip-ups like that. Everybody he lost to were dogs. Top dogs. Aesop, one of my favorite. Right, so right, Bentley. So yeah, so Aesop, I'm not, you know, he's one of my favorites too. So I'm not knocking Pitbull, but I'm just saying, like, it's hard to think highly of fighters. It's harder to think more highly of fighters than fighters that have lots of people that we're unfamiliar with than it is to think highly of somebody who has losses, but all his losses came to notable people. You see what I'm saying? It's like Kevin Gonzalez. I mean, this is a, you know, just this is a bad example. But hear me out. I'm saying Kevin Gonzalez only has 1 loss, but his loss came to Akhmadaliev. That's not a bad loss. Akhmadaliev is a former Olympian. That's not a bad loss. Of course, you don't want to lose. I appreciate that, Bentley. And that's why I rock with you, Bentley, because you're an honest person, bro. You're an honest person, bro. Thank you. I'm not knocking anybody. I'm just saying that, well, I guess I'm kind of knocking Regis Prograis. No, I'm not doing it purposefully. But I'm just saying that Regis Prograis is not as good as Sean Porter. So that's what I was saying. Regis Prograis is good though. He's just not as good as Sean Porter. You gotta put some respect on Sean Porter. When motivated, Andy is a top 3 heavyweight right now. AJ ducking that 3rd fight, and we can see why Wilder ducked him. What? You're saying that AJ's ducking Andy Ruiz? Okay, yeah, sure. And you saying that Andy is a top 3 heavyweight? Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure. And then you're saying that Wilder ducked Andy Ruiz? Okay. Yeah, sure. yeah, sure. Okay. That makes sense, bro. Yeah. And nobody in boxing history ever ducked Andy Ruiz. Let's make that very clear. And Andrew Ruiz is not a top 3 fighter in any division, especially not the heavyweight division. There's no way that you could put. I'm gonna play your stupid ass game because I'm about to time you out for being stupid. Because we won't tolerate stupidity around here. We tolerate good conversation. You ain't just gonna come in here on some dumb shit. So before I time you out, I'm gonna tell you to
Shut up, bitch!
Yeah. Oh my God! First I'm gonna tell you to shut up, and then I'm gonna tell you what you are, which is stupid. And then I'm going to correct your ignorance by saying that Andy Ruiz is a top 3 heavyweight. There's no way you can put him over Usyk. There's no way you can put him over Tyson Fury. There's no way you can put him over Anthony Joshua. So I don't even need to go further than that. So he's definitely not top 3. And now I'm going to get you the fuck up out of here. Please, if I have any mods in here, get him up out of here, please. Don't ban him though, but give him 30 minutes. Give him 30 minutes. Now let him think about the dumb shit he just said. Now let him talk his shit so we can get on his ass. All right, okay. You get on him. I'm not getting on him though. All right, first of all, that's a pause.
What?
Hey yo. That's why he was completely moved from the rankings. Exactly. We didn't even bring up his cheating scandal. But you know, some people don't care about cheating, Ty. You know that. We already know that, Ty. They don't care about cheating. But if somebody cheats a fighter that they like, then they care about cheating. Cheating is only dependent on who, if who's the victim of it. If it's a fighter that you like, then somebody cheated. If it's a fighter you don't like, then it doesn't matter. It's real childish things. You're stupid. You're stupid. You got smoke from buddy off the last side. Do your thing. Now go ahead, cook. I ain't cooking. I ain't paying attention to him. I ain't gonna lie though. Might go ahead call it, man. I'm kind of said, wait, okay, Clone got another question. Okay, that's right. There is a fanboy. Me talk to him. Straight me swallow it, Bentley. Yeah, he's a fan. It's okay, bro. If you like to, you like. But don't say nonsense. Come on, man. Don't say nonsense. And when my stream gets bigger, then say the nonsense, you know what I'm saying? But right now, I can see all your stupidity, you know what I'm saying? When the stream gets bigger and we have like 30 people in here, 300 people in here, then I don't see every message, then that's okay. Let them live. Let them rock. Because I ain't got to deal with it. But when I can see every message, that shit's annoying. Because I like to entertain people and I like to, you know, respond to messages, man. I don't want nobody to feel ignored. But when you're saying dumb shit, some people deserve to be ignored. But he said, just know this smoke is free. Let them know. Free smoke. Did Sean Porter fight Mikey Garcia? Ooh. Did he? I forgot about Mikey Garcia. Did he? Nah, I don't think he fought Mikey Garcia. Did he? Nah. Because I think Mikey Garcia only lost to Sandor Martin, Errol Spence, and somebody else. No, I don't think he fought Mikey Garcia. Nah. He beat Danny Garcia though. Yeah, Mikey Garcia is a beast, man. Yeah, he only lost to Errol Spence and Sandor Martin. Yeah, I thought Mike Garcia had 3 losses for some reason. He only has 2 losses. Errol Spence and Sandor Martin. So no, he never fought him. Is he a kid? I don't know. He's a dummy. I know that. So whether he's a kid or an adult, he's a dumb kid or a dumb adult. Just know whatever he is, he's a dummy first. And no matter what he is. If he white, he a white dummy. If he black, he a black dummy. If he Hispanic, he's a Hispanic dummy. Asian, he's an Asian dummy. If he's a boy, he's a boy dummy. If he's a girl, he's a girl dummy. Whatever he is, he's a dummy. Everything else describes the type of dummy he is. You know what I'm talking about? You're stupid, stupid. 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 You a stupid hoe. You're stupid, stupid. Hey, today's the what it called cup, the Commissioner's Cup in the WNBA. The Commissioner's Cup championship in the WNBA, like an in-season tournament similar to the NBA. It's between the Minnesota Lynx and the New York Liberty. It's gonna be a good one. And they're smart too. Shout out to WNBA. This is the only game that's on today. About time. They love to put a whole bunch of games on, and they be all good games. So it's the only games at 8 o'clock. I'm gonna be watching that. I might go back live again when that game is on. I don't want to see AB fight anymore. Me either, clone. I don't think AB needs to fight anymore, but I think he will. But maybe this could put him on track to be good, you know, and get back right. But I think AB, in my personal opinion, you know, I don't want to see none of the fighters get hurt, you know. But I think AB would be a good bounce back fight for Devin Haney. AB or Blair the Flair. Woo! Cobbs. I think that would be a good fight for them. Devin Haney versus Blair the Flair, or Devin Haney versus AB, or something like that. Just to let him see where he's at and some good measuring stick. I'll be back to cook Alanis. Got to handle something real quick. I don't know who Alanis is. Thank you. Hopefully he just become a streamer and play boxing games. His next fight gonna be at the lick. That's crazy. And nah, bro, y'all disrespectful, bro.
Here you go. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm tired of that. It was so disrespectful.
The man said his next fight gonna be at the liquor store. Nah, bro, y'all chill out, bro. But he got his tooth knocked out by Icy. That's facts. But Icy, bro, Blair the Flair kind of resembles Ice-T, bro. Hey, yo, that's crazy.
Me blood clot.
He kind of does resemble Ice-T. Hey, chill out on Blair the Flair. Woo! Cobbs, man. I like Blair Cobbs, man. Chill out, man. He better try to get him a Coco, because Coco was bad, boy. And Blair the Flair Cobbs, man, he's kind of, you know, I ain't going to say he's underrated, but he's better than what people think, man. He only has 1 loss, right? To, what's his name? Hooker? Maurice Hooker, I think. Let me look it up. I think his only loss was to Maurice Hooker, so he's not a bad fighter. Philly fighter as well. He's not bad. No, not Maurice Hooker. Sorry, he beat Maurice Hooker. Sorry, Alexis Rocha. I looked it up. Alexis Rocha. I'm sorry. Yeah, knocked him out. Yeah. Yeah, he's not funny at all. That's the thing. I don't mind people trolling if they're funny. Like, he's not even funny. He's not even funny. He's just annoying. Like, at least when people troll, you have some type of ounce or inkling of cleverness. You know what I'm saying? There's some pinch of cleverness about the trolling. Like, if you're just saying dumb shit, that's not trolling. That's just you showing and demonstrating and exhibiting who you are. And that's a dumbass. Like, when you're trolling, you know, you're supposed to say something clever, make you think, or kind of lead somebody on, have some sarcasm. You're just an idiot. People think when they say dumb stuff, they're trolling. No, you're not trolling. You're just looking like a dumbass. Hey, be fit to be the that boy Chevy gotta go check your freaky ass. That's crazy, bruh. That's crazy, man. Well, yeah, man. So look, I'm about to probably go ahead and call it. It's 4:14. What time you get off, Clone? I might try to run some Call of Duty later, man. I'm about to go ahead and call it. I don't really have anything else to cover. What did we talk about today? What can I make a video on? What did we cover? Nothing really crazy. Who's Alanis? Where do y'all see that? I don't even see his messages. Oh, so there's somebody in the chat named Alanis? I promise you I don't see their messages. Hold on, let me pull it up on my phone. Why don't I see their messages on my computer? That means... Hey, that's weird. Are they banned or something? If they're banned, but seriously though, who would beat Andy? Only dude I could think of is Usyk. I mean, that's you, bro. You got to figure that out. You think Andy? There's plenty of people who beats Andy, so I don't even know why that's a question. In fact, the person who is he fighting again? He's about to fight. He's about to fight Jared Big Baby Miller. That's how good he is. Fuck out of here. He's about to fight Jared Big Baby Jarrell Big Baby Miller. You talking like he's good? Andy Miller's not. Andy Ruiz is not. He's not a bum, but he's definitely not good. Nowhere near the top. Andy Reid, who doesn't? The more accurate question, the more appropriate question is who doesn't beat Andy Ruiz? That's the more appropriate question. Who doesn't beat Andy Ruiz? Appreciate the timeouts too, Clone. I don't know who Alanis is. I don't see anybody named Alanis in the chat. That's weird. That's crazy. I don't know. Well, whatever. Stupid. He said Usyk starts with Andy. Bro, Ty. Usyk beats Andy Ruiz. Anthony Joshua beats Andy Ruiz again. Joseph Parker beats Andy Ruiz. Who else? Frank Sanchez beats Andy Ruiz. Ajit Kabayel beats Andy Ruiz. Philip Hergovich beats Andy Ruiz. Daniel Dubois beats Andy Ruiz. What heavyweight doesn't beat Andy Ruiz? Any heavyweight contender beats Andy Ruiz. Any and every. Stop it, bro. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all rocking with me as always, man. I'll be back on a little later. Good Lord willing, during the game, we have New York Liberty going against the Minnesota Lynx, led by Nafisa Collier. And then the New York Liberty led by Breonna Stewart, former MVP. That's the WNBA at 8 o'clock, man. So I'll probably be back on for then, good Lord willing. Appreciate y'all rocking with me as always, man. Y'all be easy. Take care of yourselves. And remember, with God, we can do anything. Without God, we're nothing. Don't forget to... Big shout out to all my members, man. Y'all the ones that support the channel the most. Special thanks to y'all. Thanks for the super chats as well. Those that do that as well. Thank you so much. And big salute to everybody in general for the support and coming through. Don't forget to like the video. I'm out. God bless. Peace. The doctor's out. From the hood to college, both worlds they had to meet. 6 degrees between us, so cold we're about to freeze. But we're Florida boys, hot takes, we bring the heat. We're moving the culture, the engineers to the streets. Oh, I had to come back on for that. Alanis Morris said, okay, I understand. Yeah. He's trying to troll you. Okay, he's trying to troll you from Alanis. Okay, I didn't put that together. Okay. I thought it was somebody else in the chat that I could see. All right, my bad. I'm out, though, for real. I'm out. Y'all be easy. God bless.